What we live? People, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in. Good evening to those of you in the UK. Greetings, appropriate greetings to those of you watching in other countries. Thank you for joining in with me, obviously, as we all together, obviously not via my platform, me providing live commentary. We walk through, or better yet, we just simply watch Spurs versus Arsenal. It's the North London derby. I don't need to tell you what this game people means, it's both teams, tactics, all of these things are relevant, but it all goes out the window. It comes down to desire. It comes down to who wants it more. It comes down to who concentrates more. So hopefully we do something decent today. Hopefully we can get 3 points. We need to start winning again, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Let's get that one in early doors. Like one said, when you go into a house, you greet people, you say good evening or whatever. Or those of you that are from the Caribbean know that's a big thing in our culture. So it's like saying that, just hit the like button, people. I apologize for, obviously I like to stream an hour before the game, people. I was playing a game today. I was playing Sunday League. It was a double. It was a double header, and yeah, man, we was pressed for time. I got back, had time for a shower. Not gonna lie, I got my food right next to me. I got some curry chicken and white rice. I was hungry, so yeah, man, I had to live a little. But pardon me, I'm back now. Just 10 minutes within, and yeah, I hope you're all doing well and safe. I hope come the end of this game that is something positive. And obviously, Spurs, big up the Spurs fans that are watching this as well, from because they rock with DG. But I'm not gonna lie, I want you lot to be stressed. Like I said, I hope you're all doing well and safe. What are you lot saying? Wayne is saying sorry about not being on the lives, too tough. I'm back in college. That's all right, my guy. Big up Hamza, always here. Big up Ben. People, you lot love that for some reason, Jesus. But we move, man. Like Michael said, come on, you gooners. Hopefully we can do something positive. Hopefully we can get a positive result today. It wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal won today and lost to Burnley. I hope we win, but for Arsenal fans, at least you're playing on the fact that goals or form goes out of the window, because our form has been atrocious. We've not showed the same. Well, we've not showed any sort of intent or galvanization to suggest we're thinking about the long-term implications for winning or losing. Going into the international break, dropped points, messed up against Villa. Coming out of the international break, didn't play like a team that wanted to get back to winning ways against Leeds. Wolves, big up to Wolves and their game plan and how they came at us, but it was a collection of errors, people, like you saw. And today, and we've lost the game tactically, and that's something for Arteta to consider. But, you're going against the final boss. You're going against Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho has a good record as a manager against Arsenal. Let's be honest, the last few North London derbies, to put it nicely, haven't really amounted to anything, haven't been relevant, and they've not really been warranted results for Arsenal. Obviously, Spurs got their 12th man. There are, I don't know how many fans, I'd assume 2,000 or so fans within this game. So for Spurs, they're hoping that could be the extra, that could be the thing that G's him up. From an Arsenal perspective, if that crowd does get behind the team, make sure you rise to that as well. And you think, okay, cool, they're getting adrenaline. Let's win. Let's try and do something. Again, this is a game for personal pride. I want you to play for the club. I want you to play for the shirt. I want you to play because of the context of the game. But these games here, people, it's a thing where, you've got to play for yourself. Stand up to be counted. No embarrassing performances. Be scared to be the one that lets down the collective game plan that you and your teammates have been working on with the manager all week. Be scared of letting your teammate down. Centre halves, don't let down your partners. Fullbacks, don't let down your wingers. Wingers, don't let down your fullbacks. Strikers, don't let down the squad. Midfielders, win your battles. We're going to get into the lineup, but I've seen Granit Xhaka starting. I'm not going to, once he starts, he gets my full attention. If it goes another way, you can see him as a player that gets heavily criticized and obviously scapegoated to a degree. He's got to put in a performance. Willian has started again, people. There's reasons to put in performances. So let's just jump straight back into the lineup, people. Like I said, I hope you're all hitting the like button. There's 6 minutes before this game kicks off. I apologize for the later than usual live stream, but pardon me, I was playing football. Big up AFC Everton. We didn't get the result, but we move. Oh man, like you can see, the curry chicken is messing me up, people. Apologies. The lineup, the big talking point or the main talking points, Bukayo Saka is there, Rob Holding is coming for Gabriel. I'm not too sure on what that is with David Luiz. I'm not been too clued up in pre-game stuff on what's going on in that regards. But Holding's got an opportunity and he's had mixed performances when been thrown in. You've obviously, I saved the best till last. You've got Thomas Partey. He is fit. He is ready to go. And most importantly, he starts. Obviously, you've got Lacazette. Again, people heavily criticize him. A lot of it valid. Sometimes it's harsh. But what you're hoping for is that he can continue that Europa League form or just continue that confidence. You know how strikers are. It only takes one good performance for them to start bagging. I'm not saying Lacazette's going to get 20 league goals. He hasn't done that at this club. But we need our players confident. And I think I speak for most Arsenal fans when I say whether you rate a player or not, once they're in your club shirts, you want them to at least be confident to step to the field, because even if you think they're a bad player, they're going to play worse, you know. And I back every player, you know. I might not have selected certain ones, but we're going. Before I get into more about the lineup, you know, Regulon and Son just came into picture. Now the left hand side, our right hand side is a one of interest for me. Probably why Willian got the nod ahead of maybe a Reece Nelson, because of what he'd offer defensively. When you look at the fact that they've got Regulon, they've got Son, Kane peels off into other positions. And for me, you know, if they've got the ball down the left-hand side, it's a threat. If they've got the ball down the right-hand side, it's a threat. Don't get it twisted. The man in the ball needs to be depossessed very early because he's going to harm us. But it's the midfield runners or the strikers that are unmarked. And you've seen that happen against Jamie Vardy, against Ollie Watkins, and many down the line. But for me, if you fail to properly mark Jamie Vardy, fail to properly mark Ollie Watkins, you know, didn't really do that well against Bamford. Bamford never had his shooting boots on. You know you're playing against Harry Kane. You know you're playing against Son. You know you're playing against DG Bourgeois. You lot always calling me. You know, he works very hard in games. You know you're in for it. The midfield, you know, Lo Celso will snap at heels. Højbjerg will work very hard. Sissoko find a little role for himself. Regulon's going to get forward. You know, if you've been watching football Premier League this season, you know what Spurs is about. And for me, obviously, you have to fear Spurs. And I'm not saying this because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I do think people put them at a level that potentially they're not. Like, if they beat us, fair play, it's humble pie, but they make games harder than it needs to be. They score late goals. It wouldn't surprise me if Bell scored, but they make games harder than it needs to be. You look at the Brightons, you look at the West Hams, you look at the West Broms, you look at the Evertons. They've all had mixed results, winning, losing, and drawing in such of sorts. But the main factor is they haven't killed it off, and Spurs do present you with chances. Let's consider the threat, you know. Son and Kane especially together are leading the ways for goals and assists, and what we would kill for just one of them, they probably have more goals than us combined. Respect the threat that they come with, but also go out there and try to harm them. Don't over-respect them, people. It looks interesting in relation to what actually is going to happen, because it looks like as well that we've gone with a 4 at the back, so this seems to be something we're sticking to. I did think Aubameyang would move over to the left-hand side. Bellerin needs to put in a performance. Gabriel and Tierney, hoping your form continues. Xhaka, I'm hoping you put in a performance, because nobody's really claimed that centre-half spot to partner Partey. You know, Xhaka's not done well. He's done mixed, to put it nicely. Joe Willock, you know, he off the back of Europa League got a chance, didn't seize it. You know, Ceballos isn't showing anything really and truly, if we're honest with ourselves. So there's an option there. You know, we saw Maitland-Niles get a little run. We thought, could we go in this with a Maitland and a Reece Nelson? They're both on the bench. In fact, Reece Nelson is not involved. I can't see his name. Running over the lineup again quickly, people. You've got Leno, Bellerin, Rob Holding and Gabriel at centre half, Tierney at left back, Partey and Xhaka partner each other into midfield. I'd assume that Saka in the 10 position, but it could be Willian. You've got Saka, Willian, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. We'd have to see when the game kicks off. We're 2 minutes before, minute before kickoff, people. Substitutes: Runarsson, Mustafi, Maitland-Niles, El Nene, Ceballos, Willock, and Nketiah, people. For Spurs, quickly browsing over to their thing, Lloris. There was a lot of talk. Lloris might not feature or might not play any part. Lloris is in goal. Aurier, Alderweireld is over his injuries. You know, Dyer's been in decent form, and Regulon make up their back 5, including Lloris. You know, you've got Sissoko and Højbjerg. You've got Lo Celso there. You've got a front 3 of the danger man, Harry Kane. Son, you know, probably get his customary dive against us. And you've also got Bourgeois there, and he hasn't really performed really. So he's got a chance to show his manager in the same way what I'm hoping Willian and these players accept. You know, stand up to be counted. This game is about who wants to play. All week, you should have mentally prepared yourself for this. You know, Spurs' substitutes is Joe Hart, Davis, Rune, not sure who, Rodon, apologies. I should have zoomed in. Harry Winks, Gareth Bale, who it wouldn't surprise me if he scored. Lucas Moura, who I thought would start. And they've got Vicinhas, the Brazilian youngster. So it's a North London derby, people. I don't want to see us too open on the transition at all. Big up everybody locked in. Like you said, let's do this, man. Thank you very much for that super chat, my guy. That $2 will go a long way. I appreciate that, man. You know, big up everyone, man. Big up everyone. The nerves have hit M hard, but it is what it is. But we've kicked off now, people. It's time to get into game mode. It is what it is, people. Big moments require big players. Stand up to the occasion. You know, it looks like Partey's been fouled early doors with a head knock. I don't know why the ref hasn't The rest blown for a foul now. You know, Spurs are going to try and assert themselves physically, try and disrupt us, try and be physical. You know what Jose's about. You know what he will try and offer. Be smart. You know, Partey has told people from early that was an elbow. Let's pattern up. I hope we do, man. I hope we do. I hope that isn't in a bad way, my guy. I hope that, you know, we're doing kind of decent. Big up everybody locked in, like I said. Yeah, people. 55 seconds into the game, Rob Holding, big opportunity today. Partnering Gabriel has tried to pass to Bellerin. He sold Bellerin a dream. And early on, Spurs are on the counter. It's Son to Kane. Kane's, it looked like a foul from Xhaka, and it is given a foul. There was no need to do that from him. He could have won the ball without a foul. Fouls and Xhaka or something. And very early on, Spurs have an opportunity in a dangerous area. And again, you know what you're going to get with Spurs. They're going to try and run at you. They're going to hit you on the counter. It is a soft foul, and Harry Kane has bought it. Xhaka's put his body across. He didn't need to do that, really. He could have just won the ball without it. You know, let's see what happens, people. Big up Ozan in the building. So, yeah, man, Spurs free kick, 1 minute and 39 seconds into the game. You know, it's all about controlling your nerves. It's all about standing up to be counted. And Spurs have a free kick in a dangerous area. And you've seen Harry Kane poke these in, you know. You've seen a decent thing. I'm not sure. The camera's messing about. I think Lloris has got a tattoo off. I mean, Leno's got a new tat. I'm not sure. Dyer's over the free kick, people. 1 second. Something's actually in the way of my TV. And we're back again. Dyer's over this free kick with Lascelles. So, you know, a bit unorthodox. You might just let an unorthodox man, and, you know, you don't know how much a guy is practicing on these sort of things in training. So let's see if it harms us to any degree. Dyer over this free kick, people. Dyer strikes, thunders it over, and that will probably be the first and last one Dyer gets. You know, Kane and Son probably said, you know what, we'll give you a little early thing. Let's see what you're on. It's clearly not on nothing. At least in taking them, we'll have to see. You know, the graphic is there. You know, Jose Mourinho is unbeaten in all 10 of his home games as a manager versus Arsenal. You know, he doesn't do losing against Arsenal. And I'm sure now that he's Spurs manager, he wants that to stay, you know, because to a degree, it's a fantastic record and it gives you confidence as a Spurs fan, but it's irrelevant to a degree, you know. And you're hoping Lacazette puts in a performance. He does tend to turn up against Spurs in this equivalent fixture last season. We all remembered he scored that banger. And I don't know how this game's going to go. I hope Willian, who's in shot right now, you know, Chelsea fans, my Chelsea supporting friends, I said if, you know, Willian, it's a running joke among them that Willian turns up for Spurs, and it would be like Arsenal for him not to. Cut the track, people, because Bellerin is just, you know, if he's not mistaking free throw-ins, he's giving it straight to the opposition. That was a completely brainless decision from him. 3 minutes, 22 seconds into the game. Any nerves these players have, please get out of it. And like I was saying about the previous game, people, remember we threw it away in like the last 25 minutes. Poor marking on a set piece where Alderweireld scored, and silly mistakes between two players who are not playing in David Luiz and Kolasinac. My point being, concentrate. Do not get complacent. Do not over-respect them. Control your emotions. This is a game where it's 90% psychological, 10% it comes down to the tactics. You know, we'll focus on the tactics, and we can never really quantify beyond just us fans and saying, yeah, the derby, you got to be up for it. We'll never know truly how these players mentally are affected by it. You know, the players that we might feel don't rise to the occasion, they might actually rise to it. The ones we think are on this and might not be on it. But it's, for at least from what we can see, we can only talk on, it's 90% passion. You know, Kieran Tierney will take this throw-in, people. And he's hoisted it to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's missed out with Aurier, and Lacazette's tried to win it. It's gone to Slabhead Dyer. Thomas Partey back from his injury in possession to Tierney. 4 minutes, 22 seconds in, people. And too early to really speculate on what's happening. Clearly, both teams are feeling each other out. You know, that Holding, apologies, has done a good pass, really, to Willian. The intention was there, and Dyer's just had to clear it. Needs to pattern them up. Big up yourself, John Wayne. Big up yourself, Dayon. I know you're a United fan. You've got no relevance to this game. So I really appreciate you for tuning in. You know, it really does, man. Big up yourself. Big up everyone locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. It doesn't cost a thing, people. Lacazette in possession now, and he's turned expertly on the ball, you know, and he's earned a lovely foul from Harry Kane. And this is why I understand sometimes where Lacazette plays through the middle, because he gives you that strongman thing. And, you know, he's moaning at Harry Kane, you know. One's probably speaking English, one's probably speaking French. Do they understand each other? I'm not too sure, but that's what football's about. Lacazette, I hope he scores, man. You know, I'm very critical on Lacazette because for me, I still have a lot of question marks. He hasn't scored 20 league goals for whatever excuse you want to tell me in the chat. But he is a good player. He is a good player for the squad on his day. He's a good, striker to have in the team. I'm not saying rely on him to make the difference, but yeah. Willian, I don't want to make this the Willian show or just about Willian, but you're hoping Willian fixes up today, puts a good performance in and sticks two fingers up at the fans that have been critical, the media and whatnot. Speaking of Willian, he's put a tired set piece into the box. It's been cut out by Spurs. Bukayo Saka's in possession. He's tried to shoot. He's funded it over. I don't mind that, though, from Bukayo Saka. I don't mind that we don't shoot enough. I'm happy that 5 minutes in, I've seen a shot. Could have done a lot better. Should have done a lot better. But it's about setting the levels. Good little thing from him. It's on his right foot, balloons over, doesn't hit the target. Someone like Bukayo Saka should be hitting the target, but it is what it is in that regards, people. We just have to keep it moving and firmly just move on with it, really. So, yeah, 6 minutes, 13 seconds in possession. Bellerin wins a header. There it is to Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka's won a header, and it's just gone back to Toby Alderweireld, who will hoof it. Bellerin's done well in a physical battle against Son. Don't say that too many times. And he'll give it to Holding, who shepherded it back to the keeper. Leno in possession. There he goes to Gabriel. Gabriel in possession. Right back there to Holding. Holding to Hector Bellerin. And it looked like something happened with Højbjerg off the ball, but he's got back to his feet. I don't know if he was struck. I don't know if he dropped. I don't know if he hurt himself. I don't know what that was, but it's nice to see him back jogging and whatnot. Make sure you're hitting the like button, people. You're right, Lacazette is a hard worker, and that will be an Arsenal corner. What I just want to see is confidence and belief, especially if you go a goal down or something. It's how you react. And the camera is panning back to actually what happened to Højbjerg. And him and Lacazette just tripped into each other, really. They've tried to, I don't know what they've done. Like, he's fouled Lacazette, really. He's seen Lacazette coming short for it and ran across it. It is smart. It's not quite a foul. It's smart play. It's smart play. Now he's trying to chat nonsense to the ref. Apologies, people. I need a mouthful of rice. 7 minutes, 28 seconds into the game, people, and Arsenal have won another foul, this time Kieran Tierney. And you're looking at the Tierneys, the Sakas. Aubameyang's not been informed, but the Aubameyangs, the Gabriels, we need these all to turn up. Martin Atkinson is the ref, and this is his 6th North London derby. Spurs have won 4. I'm not blaming the ref. I'm not saying conspiracy. I'm saying that's just an interesting statistic. Xhaka to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey will give it back to Xhaka. He ain't clocked Xhaka's basic yet. Granit Xhaka will go backwards. Again, not too many times I can say that. I haven't said that across my career on YouTube. But yeah, and another backwards pass. I'm just playing. He's doing nothing wrong. But Gabriel in possession, people. 8 minutes, 7 seconds. Gabriel, lovely pass to Tierney. Tierney can't bring it down, but he heads it forward. And Bukayo Saka's done well to get his body across Sissoko. Toby Alderweireld will just sweep that up. And that could be a little avenue, because if you're an Arsenal fan, you're looking at Aurier. Aurier is probably the one guy that I don't think he's suspect, but the one guy that's prone to moments of madness. Sort of guy to play very good for 88 minutes and then just do a mazza, which costs his team. So we'll have to see what happens, people. We'll have to see what threat they pose. We'll have to see what threat they carry with. Tierney over it, people. Partey back to Tierney. Tierney back to Partey. 8 minutes in, people. 8 minutes, 50 seconds. Poor pass from Partey, but it's all right. Trust me, AM, you see the strength? Because Saka eats his proper food, man. He's eating his pounded yam, his hard food. You know how the Nigerian diet set, man. Them man eat proper food. And, being with the man, he's probably got the Caribbean food as well. He's eating right, man. Saka takes double portions, man. That's what a couple more of these young players need to do, man. You could tell, on a serious note, you can tell Saka. I think Saka's naturally been that strong, like he doesn't strike me as someone that will go gym. Obviously, he's 19 years of age, but he just looks like he's, especially some smaller players, they're just not like Aguero, and Tevez. They're like, I'm not saying he's on their level, of course, but they're just naturally good on the ball like that, holding it off and whatnot. Lacazette looked foul to me, but there'll be no foul. We have to carry on, and Højbjerg will pass it to Dyer, who would try and advance. Dyer's tried to pick out Son, and he's skinned Bellerin, but Holding is there. Holding's aimlessly kicked it forward. Aubameyang is faster than Dyer, and Dyer I thought wouldn't make a meal of that, but it's a poor pass from Dyer back to Lloris, and he's forced Lloris to just boot it out, and it's gone for an Arsenal throw. I don't know, my guy, but at the end of the day, they're in the team. Let's just support them, innit? Like you said, hard food gang. I'll make some hard food tomorrow, man. It's been a minute still. It's been a minute. You know, Zanzi, I hear you. I feel you. I agree with you. But at the end of the day, right now, they're in the team. Let's support them and see what they're on. Lacazette to Hector Bellerin, 10 minutes, 20 seconds in. Bellerin going forward, you know, to Lacazette, who's been taking up these sort of central roles, dropping deep into the 10. Lacazette's been giving it back. So good ball to Bellerin. Bellerin, come on, brother. Bellerin, man. And it's an aimless swipe by Bourgeois. Tierney in possession. Tierney making foul you. Make it all good from Tierney. Tierney making foul you, brother. You know Aurier's brainless. Poor from Tierney, but he's kept it going strong, man. Party bang it. Party bang it. Party legs it. Oh, it's far. It's far. It was dead. It was dead, really. But it's party, so you have to gas it up. I don't mind that. Again, there's still 80 minutes odd to play, people, but I don't mind that. I've seen Saka go over, terrible effort. I've seen, you know, Partey take a terrible effort. But at least we're trying to go forward. We're not playing as timid as I thought we'd be playing, you know. Again, it's 10 minutes in, people. I apologize because you know me, I've got to stay with the notes. And being left-handed, this is a bit of a struggle, people. So, you know, let me say, first off, positive start. You know, Laka, Tierney busy in my opinion. Saka, Partey blazed over. But at least we're signaling our intent. Like, the couple of passes haven't worked, but I've seen them try to find Aubameyang. You know, there's a bit of bravery in this thing now. You know, good intent so far. Good intent. Big up yourself, Terry, for coming back in, man. Big up yourself. I can only assume they're talking about a potential elbow by Harry Kane on Thomas Partey, but I can't verify that, and I don't want to spread fake news because obviously to do the live stream with you lot, I can't hear the commentator because YouTube will stop the adverts and YouTube will try to close it down, as I learned the hard way one time, people. You know, YouTube are mad. You remember? I know some of you remember when I used to literally edit Arsenal's goals, like do a little breakdown of every goal we've conceded. You know, sometimes I would spend hours doing it and YouTube would copyright the footage. You know, it's quite sad. Partey, a good pass out there to Tierney. Probably sold Tierney a bit short and Aurier's won the ball. Lacazette, I'm liking Lacazette dropping deep, man. This is one thing I give Lacazette. For all his worries, he does what he needs to do, man. Well, I apologize, man. I apologize. I can't be at fault for you lot being behind. I shout out to all the stream gang. Bellerin puts a ball into the box. It was a tired ball into the box. But again, don't mind the intent. And Spurs are penned in, but then they've got Harry Kane. Fantastic hold-up play and the ball out to the left-hand channel. And this is the very thing that scared me. Son 1v1. Son, oh my God. What a goal. Credit where due. Credit where due. What a goal from Son. 1-0 to Spurs. Again, what we talked about, it's a lovely ball from Harry Kane out to Son. Son's got acres of space. He's cut in and he's shot, you know. Maybe the keeper could have done better, but 13 minutes in against the run of play. You know, it's the first time Bellerin's been run up. 13 minutes in, you know, 1-0. Son, amazing goal, you know. First time into the space. Bellerin out of position. Kane played that pass. You know, Bellerin in no man's land. And that's what you can't afford to do. You can't afford to do that. Maybe Leno could have done a bit better. It was a bit of a tamed effort. Maybe Leno's got to be doing a bit better. He's off his line there, really. You know, it's a good goal. Take nothing away from Son, but... And obviously these balls swizzle and all these things, but... Leno, no chance. Leno had absolutely no chance. It's a fantastic goal from him. And yeah, man, you know, this is why Jose don't do losing to Arsenal, you know. I don't think they were, man. I don't think they were. And again, it's how you react. We haven't reacted well enough from going to go down. It's how you react now. There's still a lot of football to be played. How do you come back from adversity? How do you do that? There's 14 minutes played. You cannot think, woe is me. Learn your lesson. You've now given Son his 13th. You know, in the 13th minute, he scored his 13th goal of the season. Learn your lessons. Because I can tell you with limited resources, Son in that left-hand channel down our right-hand side is where a goal could potentially come from at any moment. Bellerin out of position. I can't remember who lost the ball, so I know he's not alone. But now stand up to be counted. How do you respond from a setback? You know, because you're staring down the barrel of another football game, another defeat. Ref, that's a yellow. That's definitely a yellow card. Bukayo Saka, 14 minutes in, 43 seconds, has just got past Aurier and he's fouled him. And that's what you want to see, man. Put in 1v1. He didn't track. He's out of possession. You know, I have to watch it again. I'm not blaming him. I'm just asking him, could he have done better? I don't think it's Leno's fault. It's just, could he have done better? It was like you said, it was a pretty good goal. I just think, could he have done better? Because he looked off his line. Not blaming him at all. they're them goals that you want to see stopped before it gets there. You know, them sequences of play, because you know what Son is going to do. And, you know, this is the one thing. You've got the Spurs fans happy for 15 minutes in, 18 seconds chanting, I assume, because the camera panned to them. You know, and it's looking like familiar territory. But how do Arsenal respond? Willian with the free kick. Holding's charged up for it. Funded out by Alderweireld. Good effort from both men, to be fair, to try get it and defend it. Partey in possession now. Thomas Partey. Good pass out to Bakayo, to Willian. Willian, come on, brother. To Lacazette. Lacazette in possession. Lacazette in possession. He's given Aubameyang way too much there. The intent was there. You know, Aubameyang's pull it out for a Spurs throw. At least it's not a goal kick. And again, it's how you respond. 1-1, come on now. You know, we know it's his fault to start Bellerin, but Bellerin is out of possession and the damage is done. Like, Bellerin, like, you can't get at Arteta for that. Look, just showing him inside. You know, you keep him down the flank. Simple as that. Bellerin should have been tracked in. Maybe someone could have made a challenge. Leno does look off his line. Take nothing away from the goal. It's a superb strike from Son. I can't lie. Not that I want Arsenal to lose, but Son and Kane are in my FPL team. So, yeah, and Højbjerg dispossesses Lacazette. You know, Højbjerg's there for the dirty work, breaking down play, you know, wasting time, all of these things. A typical player for Jose, you know. You know. Holding, I don't really blame him. He's backing off and backing off and backing off, but I can't really blame him because, you know, you dive in, Son's going to skip past you. Like you said, credit where due. Fantastic goal. 1-0 to Spurs, 16 minutes in, 59 seconds. And only a miracle can save this football club. And like I said, Spurs make games harder than it needs to be. That's the one thing you're hoping for. Bukayo Saka has intercepted a pass. Xhaka's played it first time to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's clipped it. Good pass to Saka. Decision-making Saka. First touch shagged him. And that's where you need Saka to be a bit better now, because we're at that stage with Saka. There's a bit more expectation now. And I can't believe that's a foul given now. I know Xhaka fouls a lot of players, but I can't lie. I don't think that's a foul there. It's a smart foul from Kane. You know, you saw it. Kane gets assists. He obviously scores goals. He wins these smart fouls. And this is why he's a complete striker. You know, he buys the foul. It's not a foul, but he buys it. You know, when you roll around like an idiot, you get it. Kane's a very street smart striker, a typical English number 9. And that's why I have a lot of admiration for him, despite the fact that he is a Spurs player. You know, Kane's got 7, Son has got 10. Kane's got 10 assists, Son has got 2. Son's got contributed to 12. Son's obviously contributed to Son 12, Kane 17. Apologies, people. The graphic almost went off the screen, you know. Close the game. You know, we've never won. And again, today might have to be the first time. Facts. Fundamentally, you know, it stops with Bellerin. Then this is why I said, don't let down your teammates. Don't make individual mistakes. You know, against some time when you go forward. It's the same old, like somebody said in the comments, it's the same old culprits. Can't be surprised. I can't say I'm shocked that Arsenal are 1-0 down. I am obviously disappointed because I want to beat Spurs for the obvious rivalries, but I'm not actually that downbeat, because it's like, if you've been watching how we've been playing, could you have seen anything but this, really and truly? You know? And that's it from 1-1, you know. That's not. I don't think there's anything more Holding could have done. Yeah, you could say he could engage, but there's nothing he could do. Really and truly, Bellerin should be there showing him down the flanks. It's like I said, it's how you respond. It's all about how you respond, man. Yeah, bro, Tottenham haven't won a damn thing, and that's all we can really talk about. We're sounding like has-beens, really. Even on our worst days, you know, we claimed an FA Cup last year, and it's good and that. But if we're real with ourselves, we don't want to be sitting there losing to Spurs. And whatever you say about how it worked out for Spurs, because it hasn't been perfect under Jose. Spurs is another Premier League team where you look at it and you can see literally what at least what their manager's trying to do. And typically 9 times out of 10, most clubs, you can see the ambition from top to bottom. I can't say I'm surprised, really and truly. A lot of these players just simply aren't up to task. But anyways, 19 minutes in 22 seconds. It's another ball forward. You know, could there have been more communication between Leno and Holding there? Holding takes no risk and hammers it out. It's a good ball on this right-hand side to Harry Kane. It's a good run from Harry Kane. You know, I reckon if Leno shouts for that, that's not a thing. And this could tell you of potential nerves and whatnot. I think Holding done very well. And if you never had a shout, it is what it is. But yeah, man. Massive change, man. Massive change. I blame him for starting the players, but come on, man. They're the players playing. And that's what I'm saying. And to be fair, you know, it's down to Bellerin at 25 years of age to have common sense, to know when to get forward. There's some things the manager shouldn't have to tell you, and it's a ball in from Spurs. Holding gets his head to it. Aubameyang tries to get clear, but it's gone to Reguilon. It'll be a throw-in. 20 minutes in 14 seconds, people. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. You could probably see us concede in a second. It is quite worrying. Reguilon in possession, people throwing. And he's got elected to go home. Again, you know, Jose Mourinho is comfortable with 1-0 leads. Not that that can be done too many times in football, but he's comfortable. Partey just snaps in, and it looked. I really thought that was our ball, but okay, it's not. And it's a Spurs throw. True. Make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Same day, different people in it, different culprit, same culprit, you know, same day, same culprit, you know. At this point, this is what I'm saying. We're choosing to make bad decisions. I'm not saying that couldn't have happened to anyone else, but you've got to do a lot better. 21 minutes in, 5 seconds, apologies. Aurier's one in the air out of him and Saka, but it's amounted to nothing. Leno's giving it first time to Rob Holding. To be fair, you know, Partey hasn't played in 4 games. He is going to be a bit sluggish if you do believe that. You know, he's not going to be as, you know, as he's got an element of ring rust. Now, that's a month of football, basically. I know you could say that's 2 weeks, really and truly. But yeah, man, he's missed out. Gabriel in possession, people. Back to Rob Holding. 21 minutes in 42 seconds. Xhaka, please, brother. You didn't have to go backwards. You could have let that run across your body and tried to go forward, because Jose has improved Spurs as a well-engined unit in terms of 2 banks of 4 and trying to hold out leads. You were playing, we're allowing them to hold their shape with the sideways business. But Bukayo Saka's in possession, and Saka's not really had the best of games. He hasn't been really crisp on what he's doing. You know, the passes hasn't been to precision. We could have been in there. But either way, Granit Xhaka is in possession. And I did it. The one thing is, you know, Spurs are, pardon me, they're not as aggressive as I expect. Listen, at the end of the day, they're still winning, so it's their game plan. But I don't think Spurs are quite aggressive as pardon me, as I expect, man. Or expected. That chicken bone moving mad. 22 minutes, 35 seconds in, people. Rob Holding to Hector Bellerin. But another backwards, man. Rob Holding goes back to Leno. And again, here's what I'm looking at. Who wants it? Again, I'm not on the field, and my camera angle or the camera angle I'm watching, it could be holding up how I view the game, but no one looks like they want it. It's a good ball again from Partey. Bellerin's inside. Oh, for fuck's sake, Bellerin and Willian, enemies of progress, and it's just backwards now. Good little pass from Partey, man. Gabriel to Xhaka. Xhaka to Tierney. Oh, well then, Tierney. Tierney to Saka. Saka's on a mad thing today. Another underhit pass from Saka. Saka's got to get in the game, man. And Xhaka's lost his footing probably because it slipped. And Spurs have tried to counter. Williams actually done well in the air. And Sissoko's done well against Lacazette and Aubameyang. He's actually done very well there. Credit to Sissoko. 23 minutes in, 36 seconds, people. Højbjerg for Spurs. 1-0 to Spurs. 1-0 to Spurs. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Oh, and I'm tired of, like, yeah, bro. Like, we've been down this hill. We know, like, it's at the point I don't even like to focus on it. I like to focus on it because it's everything that's wrong, but it's the same goals. And like I always say, when you make the same mistakes, it becomes a choice. I'm not saying players are choosing to do things purposely, but you're not choosing to be self-aware and for the penny to drop. And, you know, these are the things that are going to happen. These are the things that are going to happen. And this is why we find ourselves 24 minutes and 13 seconds into the game, 1-0 down. You know, that's probably the first real effort as well, really and truly. But you have to take your chances, you know. They're sitting off us. And like you see, Partey's doing all right. Come on, Partey, release it, brother. To Willian. Come on, William, show me something. All right, little step over. First little step over I've seen. That's a half decent ball. It's a better passage of play than I've seen him from Bellerin in a while. Partey up there with Son. Bellerin just eased out, little man out of possession, and Spurs will be on the counter. And this is what I'm talking about. This very transition. You know, Lo Celso. If Lo Celso's decision-making was quicker, Spurs could have probably scored. And it's fallen to Bergwijn. He could still do something, but, you know, it's not exactly Son. Bergwijn plays it over to Højbjerg. Højbjerg, lovely inside pass to Lo Celso, who lost his footing temporarily but keeps possession, to Son, who finds himself centrally now. And he'll go back to Sissoko. This is it. Like, Spurs aren't trying to. It's not like, I don't think, obviously, Spurs, if you give them an opportunity, they will. But it's not like Spurs are trying to just hit us and be aggressive. Like, there's, I don't think Spurs are as aggressive as I expected. And, my team, AFC Everton, lost today. Double header, drew one, lost one. If Arsenal lose, it's a long weekend. And Reguilon is in acres of space. And it's a good ball in. And Tierney's done well to get it out, but it falls to Højbjerg. Højbjerg smashes it, and Leno this time rises to it. 25 minutes in, people. Samaza, man. Big up everybody. Come on, people. Big up everybody. Oh, that's it. Like, this is what I mean about Arsenal. We all know Sissoko's not a world beater, and I'm not saying he needs to get to Arsenal, but you have to find a couple roles for man in the squad like that, Sissoko's found a little role. Obviously, Spurs fans would probably want to, in an ideal world, something better. Obviously, an engine, working hard, and these things, while you appreciate it and you need it as a professional footballer, it's the bare minimum. So eventually, he's all right. He will be sold. But right now, it's calm. He's a little, he's a very, a little squad rotation option. He's playing consistently. This is why he's one of the first names on the team sheet. And you need man like this. Again, I'm not saying he's the biggest player to write home about. Anyone wants him, but it's a proof of this name brand business. You need competency, and the biggest thing he's got is his consistency. Rob Holding has been absolutely skinned by Son, and he's done quite well there. And Son, he's getting very aggressive with Son. They have history, and Son's got his pocket. Son's laughing. His team is winning 1-0. You just look mad sour. No, I agree, man. Saka is playing quite poorly, in my opinion. He needs to wake up, really and truly, because Bellerin is getting caught out of possession. Bellerin's moving like he's in a back three, doing up wing back. He needs to stay in your four. I have to wonder, is Arteta telling him? Arteta must have told him to do that, or is Rob Holding saying, "Yo, listen"? And I don't want to. Again, we're changing to a 4, but this was another game I would have went with a 3 again, because, like I told you, for that very goal, people. The transition, that right-hand side, our right, their left, that's where it would have been. Same way I would have went with a back 3 against Leeds. Same way I would have went with one against Villa. I'm not saying, I'm sorry, Wolves. I'm not saying that we shouldn't change. I think we need a 4. I just didn't think going into this run of games it was the right time. I felt it was the right time to tweak a couple things in terms of playing it forward. But, back 4 is risky. And this is, like I said, we're staring down the barrel of a defeat. 27 minutes in 53 seconds. Hella open on the transition. But what scares me is tactically. We lost, Bielsa, Nuno lost the battle tactically. Rodgers as well. So you're coming against the tactical villain, the master boss in Jose, it doesn't look good. Spurs are down our left-hand side and Son is in possession. Son's doing that Brazilian stuff. I like Son, man. Really like Son as a baller, man. Probably not. Probably goes to sleep and he'd still be better than this, man. Love for that, my guy Terry. It means a lot, man. Exactly. Consistency, my guy Terry. I try to be consistent for you lot. 28 minutes in, Dyer's tried an aimless pass. Spurs will take this, I'm sure, because of our stupid mistake, but they haven't really threatened us. They've sat back. I think they're respecting us a bit too much. So there's a game here, really. And right now, again, until they score a second, it's only 1-0. And like I said, they have dropped stupid points. But the players have got to want it. The players have got to stand up to be counted. And they're not doing that, people. They're not doing it. 29 minutes into the game. Rob Holding in possession. Rob Holding again, people. Wish I had a clue, man. I would have went with El Nene. But to be fair, even so far, like we're not doing bad, but we're not doing good. But it's not a thing where I'm just gonna sit here and talk about Xhaka. Historically, in an Arsenal shirt, I could, but he ain't done too bad so far. Really, he ain't done nothing. Rob Holding in possession, people. Aubameyang coming short for the ball. But Kyle Saka's turned on it. Well in Saka. Go on, Saka. Good pass out to Tierney. Tierney whipped that in behind. Pardon, good ball, but it doesn't beat the first man. And Højbjerg will get Spurs on the counter. Xhaka's done well to hold it up. It's another foul. I'm surprised he's not got a yellow there because that's his third. Probably his third one. And I think Harry Kane has actually just said how many. And that's why another reason, it's about buying them smart fouls. Way too open on the transition. I take Kane. Like, take nothing away from Son. Son's a bad boy, you know. But I just like Kane is my guy. I know he plays for Spurs, but Kane's different gravy, man. You know, not to get Aubameyang, but with Kane, we don't talk about this nonsense about he can't make his own goals and he needs attacking and that. You know, it's a good run from Partey and a good pass to Aubameyang. Aubameyang cutting a bag it, my brother. Aubameyang, please. Aubameyang's ramping. He gives it to Saka. It's not the best of balls. It's over the top. You know, we've got... come on, boys. 30 minutes in 35 seconds, people. And if you're not going to take your chances there, you're not going to. Stupid. Stop being timid. Stop being stupid and timid. I think Højbjerg's been struck in his mouth again. He's Jose's lieutenant in terms of wasting time. Good little run from Partey, man. Partey's looked all right. I don't know. Again, I respect all your opinions, but I don't really believe he's off the pace. That's a good little pass. Aubameyang, maybe that's what not having a confident Aubameyang does for you, because, you know, a confident Aubameyang makes a yard of space and he tries to finesse that into the top bins. He's got to do that, man. Making it harder, man. This is it, man. This is it. This is it. Like, I don't want to think about the opposition too much, but the spaces. And now look at Højbjerg. He's trying to get people yellowed. He's talking about getting help in his face and all these things. Just get the water and shut up, big man. Xhaka in possession. 31 minutes in 26 seconds. Tierney to Xhaka. Xhaka, please play it first time. Xhaka does play it first time, and it's gone to Gabriel, people. Big up everybody here. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Bellerin loses out. Can't say I'm surprised. That's something that typically happens quite a lot, as you guys undoubtedly know. Big up everybody locked in. It means the world that you're locked in. Please hit the like button. It doesn't cost a thing. Bellerin in possession, folks. Bellerin to Lacazette. Oh my God. How many times, bro, Ski? How many times? Every game bro, and the ref showing you. Big 25-year-old, broadcast, big footballer, big man. Can't take a damn throw in. This is why I can't take the was when you talk off the field and all these guys say stuff. Because you're not even improving simple things like that. Bellerin's won the header. Partey's got 2 man on him and he's done well there against Kane. Lacazette's won it. It's not that we're not playing bad, but we're not playing well. Like, I'm not really seeing what we're trying to do, really. It's a bit mad. Man said, I beg you, invite Arteta. I wish I could. It's a ball into Lacazette, but Lacazette ain't going to do much with it. And, you know, it's inadvertently come off Lacazette for a goal kick. Apologies, people. Big up everybody locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. And wow, I'm going to need to get a Hoover because I just made a bag of mess. Oh, man, it's not exactly heart-bracing for either team, but both sets have shot themselves in the foot. Gonna see if I can invite some people on here later for you guys, people. A couple people I chat to. A couple Spurs fans as well, but I don't even want them here now, man. It's a bit peak. I think I'll be streaming again at 8:30. Might even do a little stream after the game as well. But we'll have to see, people. Big up everybody locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Zorro in the chat. I don't know why Maitland-Niles isn't starting that right back. Arteta talks up these man and then moves mad. Now, not enough people are taking their chances, man. Didn't even know he played. Brennan, I don't think anyone's playing poor. Bellerin's let himself down. I think Saka's played a couple misplayed passes, but a couple of players are just simply not in the game. Like Aubameyang's not here. Xhaka, just as I said that, misplaced pass. You know, Xhaka and misplaced and Xhaka and sideways passes. And you really have to get at Arteta logically, because, I mean, Xhaka wasn't at fault for the goal, but we're very open on the transitions. Logically, could it have been Partey and El Nene? You know, it's probably lacking in terms of creativity, but come on, man. Big up yourself, SA. And like you said, I can't really add on to that. We're playing the same way we play, man, you know. This is why I said you can't just change to a 4 at the back system and think, yo, we're going to start zipping it. There has to be something worked on from the training ground. And there's no patterns of play. There's no real 1-2s. There's no, like, we can say you really worked on anything. Partey in possession, people. It's come off Lacazette. Partey's lost the ball out to Lascelles. So Partey, please, man, we don't need that. We don't need that. And Holding's done very well to get a corner. I personally thought Partey was fouled there, but Holding saved his bacon, really. It's come off Lacazette. Partey's too casual in possession. He got dispossessed. Lascelles, so to be fair, you see Lascelles hurt people from those positions, man. Bro, he needs to just work on that, man. Like, nobody's told him. Like, none of you, the players, have said, yo, Bellerin, I'm tired of starting games and playing games and you're not scoring or doing anything. And to be fair, Spurs have a good corner here. You know, they've got a number of aerial threats. You know, Virel, Dyer, Son will deliver this ball. It's a good ball from Son. It's cut out by Lacazette. Saka will make sure it's shepherded out. It amounted to nothing ultimately. You know, Højbjerg tried to put it back in first time, and Xhaka has headed it out with a triangle head. You know, maybe if it was a bit more of a straight header, there might have been more to work on or work with. Spurs in possession, people. 35 minutes in 30 seconds now, better yet. And we're not doing what we need to do. Bro, dead, innit? Can't stop you from thinking how you feel. Wish I had the same thing, man. Wish I had answers for you. I wish I had answers. Probably 100 more times, man. It's just a naivety which annoys me. Like, you know what's gonna happen. You can see what's gonna happen. It's just like some guys are just some guys just play like pansies, man. Dead. Don't let the aggression and the frustration of Arteta make you say stuff like that. Big up Vieira, but come on, he's clearly not the guy, man. We'll be saying the same thing. Apologies for that, truth. 36 minutes, 22 seconds in. Rob Holding to Lacazette. To Hector Bellerin to Rob Holding. Rob Holding in possession now. And again, it's all pretty. It's all in front. It's not harming them. To Willian, to Bellerin. Bellerin would advance people. Bellerin to Saka. Bukayo Saka. Running into nowhere. Loses it again. Saka's played quite poor today, in my opinion. Partey and Lacazette have done very well. Again, 2 good slide tackles. I don't mind that. Saka's in possession. Drew a foul. That's a good foul. Won a good foul. Aurier tried to boot it off him and he's held on to it. Approach 10 minutes or so before halftime. You're hoping we can make something happen. True. And now, you know, you can imagine all the agendas being ran. The thing is, Spurs will lose. If Spurs don't get anything or they lose this game or they lose all 3 points, they can only blame themselves because they haven't killed the game off and Arsenal are not striking me as a team that's going to score. It's quite annoying, man. Like, I could be doing so many things, but I'm live streaming us losing. This is terrible, man. Especially when I'm tired after all that football as well. Saka short free kick, people, to Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin's pull it into the box, and as usual, it's rubbish. Simply put. Tierney. Decent ball in from Tierney. Again, you know, Spurs, Harry Kane's in the box. You know, it's a all match to the pump performance. Højbjerg clears it for Spurs. And what's going on? I think Bukayo Saka was struck in the gut with the ball and it's just winded him. We can, but they need to believe they can win this. Bro, it's nonsense, man. Kieran Tierney throwing people. Kieran Tierney. Partey ball into the box. Tired pass from Partey, really, and it's cut out. Partey's won the header, though. And Aurier's brought it down, but Bukayo Saka's got there. It will, however, be a throw into Spurs with Aurier. Have to see what we can do, man. This is not good enough, man. This is not good enough at all. No drink left as well makes me even more moody, but thirsty, man. Saka in possession. Pops it out to Aubameyang, but you don't mind Aubameyang being the one to put the crosses in. Oh, we really should be doing a lot better than that. Lacazette appeals for a handball. I don't think it was a handball, but we should have done a lot better. Partey's clipped it to Lacazette. Lacazette's brought it down. Bellerin. It's cut out for a throw-in. I mean, a corner. And this is the one, like, Spurs give you chances. It's just, like you said, soulless, man. Man are not really on this thing, really. They're not playing that bad, but man are not really on it. Oh, man. Regula just done enough to make sure nothing came of that. I mean, I see you said you've lost Patience with Hector Bellerin. Bellerin, for me, was going to get a full season under Arteta. Hasn't taken his chances so far. And Spurs will be on the counter here. Bergwijn stops on it. Good little switch out to Højbjerg. Just probably falling to the wrong man. And Spurs will have a... Oh, they almost had the corner. But Partey's done well. And Leno's in possession. And he wants it back. Big up everybody locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Partey in possession. Gabriel. Holding. Rob Holding, people. Very boring. To Willian, who turns on it. Rev. Willian earns a decent foul, to be fair with you. Chilling, bro. Chilling, doing nothing. It's a bit of a joke one, really. Makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. 41 minutes in, 11 seconds, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Smash the likes. We should be getting at him. We should be getting at Aurier 100%. Aurier had nothing to do, really and truly. Tini and Saka have been quite lively, but ain't been enough, man. Xhaka to Bellerin. Bellerin back to Xhaka. Xhaka in possession. 4 minutes left, people. Must admit, I'm struggling not to fall asleep. This is not the grimiest of games. I apologize, people. I'm hungry, man. I played 2 games today, like I told you. Keep hitting the like button, people. Please keep hitting the like button. Big up Alex for making me aware of that. Please hit up the like button. Thomas Partey in possession, people. To Hector Bellerin and Willian. You know, there's not much really of a threat. Lacazette in possession. Arsenal foul. It looked like a foul from Lascelles. So I think Lacazette's done all right. Of course you would, man. Of course you would. Hit the like button anyways, people. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I think Lacazette, agendas aside, Lacazette's doing all right. I think it's the same old case for a number of usual suspects, though. I think Partey's doing all right. You know, I think Partey's doing okay. Other than that, it's the same old, really and truly. And I just think, you know, players haven't learned from individual mistakes. Clearly, they haven't taken on any tactics. Clearly, the manager isn't doing anything, man. Not too sure what Martinelli has, but at least he'll be another option, people. You know, 42 minutes in, 55 seconds. Can't see a goal coming from here, but let's see what we can do, man. Lloris in possession. I mean, Lloris over the free kick, hoping it doesn't go in. You got Lacazette and Xhaka. It's probably sailing over, but to be fair, Lacazette can hit them. Lacazette, please give us something to work with. You know, Lloris is a good keeper, and it's terrible, and it will thunder into the wall for a corner, people. Haven't seen Aubameyang today, really and truly, if I'm honest with you. Poor free kick. You know, Harry Kane gets his noggin on that. Brave line from Spurs. Nobody moved. Nobody turned around. Everyone held that one up. 43 minutes in, 40 seconds, people. Short free kick from Willian. I mean, corner from Willian. It is tired. And it's amounted to nothing because he's going to get cut out. Saka in possession. Saka's touch lets him down. It goes to Partey. Bellerin, put it back in. It's a decent cross. It's a poor cross from Bellerin. Kane heads it out, and him and his keeper are not speaking. Kane's done a lot of work defensively today. He's obviously got his assist. You know, you can never think at any moment that you know, that he won't score, but he's having a complete performance. Willian finally crosses the corner into the box, but it amounts to nothing, and the ball will fall over to Xhaka, or Tini, apologies. Tini gave it back to Leno. For what reason, I'm not sure. You could have just turned on that and continued. Aubameyang in possession, people. On this left-hand channel. Not running around much, not had anything to do. You know, not had much joy in terms of trying to score. Bit of a joke thing collectively all round. Spurs get clear. And again, we're not really creating, man. Gabriel wins against Kane. Partey's there to help him, but Partey's touch lets him down. Partey slide tackle kind of helped it though, and holding will clear. And it's falling to Saka, to Laka. Oh, good pass from Lacazette to Hector Bellerin. Tired pass from Hector Bellerin. Bellerin's just letting the thing down, man. And Spurs are on the counter. And look at the transition. It's 4 against 2. Ridiculous. 2-0. 2-0. It's 4 versus 2. Gaps in the middle. He's having a perfect performance and he scores again. Perfect performance. And Kane scores again. You know, water is wet. And again, very poor. Very poor. Hector Bellerin again. It's a poor pass from Hector Bellerin. And there, bang, Spurs hurt you. You know, and you have to blame, you know, there's too many gaps, man. There's too many gaps. Gaps in midfield. Another poor pass from Bellerin. Oh man. This is a carbon copy of versus City, you know. This is how it felt watching them versus City. The only thing is they've got forward a bit more, man. Like thunderous strike, and you deserve to be losing 2-0. This is why when I see the tweets, I don't take them seriously, man. Like it's what more can we say, man? Let's just look towards the Europa League, man. Let's just look towards the Europa League. You know, he's all-time record guy in the North London derby now. That's his 11th goal against Arsenal. You know, it's of no consolation, but he's in my fantasy. Danny Ceballos has entered the field for Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey must have an injury. It's halftime, people. What can I say? What can I tell you lot, people? There's nothing I can't sit here and tell you lot anything. Like I can't. Look, Loris is laughing, Aurier is laughing. I can't sit here and say anything, man. All right. I can't believe I was seeing, oh man, 4v2 people. 4v2. Like people, like please, like, you know, versus Spurs, yeah? You know, versus Spurs, we know against them. We've seen them play. You know, credit to Spurs because as it stands, you know, beating Arsenal, beating Manchester City, taking a point off Chelsea. That's the form that gets you Premier League titles. That's the bottle you need going into those 3 games. Because I bet you Spurs went into that game, into those 3 run of fixtures and did what they needed to do. You know, Spurs haven't created anything. They're just doing what they're doing against City a bit. You know, they're just sitting back, letting us. Spurs are just you know what? Spurs have just exploited our individual habits, people. You know, they've exploited running problems. You know, we've set the game for them. It's poor in terms of where Bellerin is, and obviously Son cut in. The second goal is equally as poor. We're getting caught on the counter. The transition is open. It's 4v2, 4 Spurs players versus 2 people. What does that tell you? That tells you everything. You know, that tells you haven't learned of the threat. You know, Spurs on the counter is dangerous. You know, Spurs down your right-hand side, their left is a problem. Players haven't learned. You know, again, going into halftime, you're looking at it and it's probably the same old names, you know. Gabriel's playing well. Tierney's trying. Partey was all right for me, in my opinion. You know, Saka's been a bit hot and cold. He'd probably be a 4 out of 10, but at least he's about, like he's on the ball. Players are hiding. Bellerin, stupid mistakes. Williams not playing as poor as he has been. Not seeing you. Xhaka, don't know what you're on. Aubameyang missing. Like it's the same thing. We're not coming down from this. It's over. It's firmly over, people. It's just an absolute madness. You know, it's what more can you say? Like, what if you're not gonna, as much as Arteta for me has lost this game tactically through the same old, the players, you don't learn, you know. Like my man said on Mario, I can't add nothing. Same old. What's the point fighting? Bro, man are fighting in training to do that. Joke, man. Absolute joke, man. This is why I prefer watching the young players on loan, the young players that are in the academy, because them, man, they are serious, man. I'm not gonna, join all the slogans, but I can't blame you lot. I can't blame you for being speechless. I can't blame you for getting at Aubameyang, you still have faith. Give me some of that, you know. Honcho isn't here for any of that. If Arteta plays him again, listen, it's the same old, same old. It's the same old players letting man down. It's the same old individual mistakes. It's the same old lot learning from mistakes, people. It's like, can I be surprised? I'm not even really that stressed. Like, it's just deflating, but you could expect this. I said it earlier in the live stream. I said Spurs were going to score a second. You could see it. You could see it. Spurs have simply exploited our individual weaknesses and the frailties and the right word, I guess, would be patterns in our play. They know Arsenal are going to give you a chance. They know Arsenal are going to get caught on the transition. And away from that, you can see with Spurs, no player wants to let down players individually. No one wants to make mistakes. Everyone wants to be counted. I don't even think it's a fans thing. I can't hear the commentary, so I don't know for the fans, but it's a joke, people. It's what can you say, people? What can you say? Like, what can you say? And I got my Spurs supporting friends giving me a verbal. Big up everybody locked in, people. Please hit the like button. Like, party, oh man, it's a madness, man. Like, absolute madness. Like, it's absolute madness. Like, party, man. I feel sorry for party. Should have done better. She could have done better on the goal, but joke. It's just jokes. Bro, you say. Well, at this point, bro, we know this already, bro. Not getting at you, but we know clear outs needed. We know the players are making the same individual mistakes. Players are not standing up to be counted. It's the same old, man. It's like, bro, we just got, you know what we got to do? You just got to think about Thursday now and Burnley next Saturday because the game's gone. Not because I think you should switch off, but what's going to change at halftime? What you lot need a big change. Do I see you lot playing, regardless about the man them's ability? Forget the players' abilities and who is going to score 2 goals and all of these things. Are you playing like someone that's going to grab 2 goals? Because you've literally been caught on the transition for both of them goals, people. Half time. Both goals counters. It's like it's just collective joke, man. This, I do think Leno could have been in his line for Son's goal, but I am not blaming him. It's going in regardless. It just doesn't look like his position is right. I have a duty to say everything, but it's just, I can't understand this, man. It's like Partey's not fit. This back four thing without any coaching. Like, big up Alex Scott in the booth as well. Alex Scott's there. Must be hard being live on TV. Kane's second one again. Bellerin, tired pass. Aurier just wins it. Transition. Where is the midfielders? Where are we? Look, it's Holding and Gabriel. It's long. Partey's trying. Partey's injured. Look, you can see him trudge off. Fucking hell. Maybe Leno could have covered his near post better. That's not good enough from Partey. Partey evidently can't run. Partey looks like he wants to come off. Look, he's finished. He's finished. So clearly he never had. This is a big mistake. I know fans, myself included, all saying Partey starts, but clearly he wasn't fit enough. Look at the goal. It's not his fault, but look at it. Leno, I can't lie, you need to be covering your post a bit better, but just poor. Like, it's just the players are poor, tactics are poor. Like, players poor, tactics poor. Like, there isn't anything else more to say. Like, what are you lot saying, anyways, man? Bro, look at the league table, fam. Exactly, Narco. I don't like to be the witch hunt guy, but you can't defend the undefendable. It just stinks. To be fair, I think Lacazette's holding it up. He's not playing amazing, but I know you played. Like, we're losing, but I can tell you played. I don't know that Xhaka's been here. I don't know that Aubameyang's here. I can only tell you about 5 names. Holding's been on the ball a lot. Leno by default's in goal. I've seen Tierney. Saka's been poor, but I've seen Saka. I've seen Laka. Man ain't seen nothing else. It's a joke, man, thing. Like, it's not serious, people. It's not serious. And what can you say? Like, what am I going to sit here and tell you, lot, people? He resigned to defeat, lacking ideas, good for 10 minutes, and then Oh, Arsenal's an open book. Like it is what it is, people. There's nothing I can say. Like teams are talking about doing team meetings and all of these things. You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. You know, you need a big half. True, say you did it against Chelsea at the bridge, but absolute joke, man. Absolute joke, man. You're seeing an experienced team and an experienced team. Simple as that. You know, you're seeing the difference. You know, difference between experience and none. Like, you're seeing it, people. You're seeing it. Evidently seeing the difference. Forget Jose, because Jose versus Arteta is an easy one. The players, and I'm not talking about age. Them players are learning. Spurs players to a degree are learning from experience. They're being street smart. Clearly, they sat there. They knew if they remain patient, Arsenal are going to present problems. They're gonna make their own. Jose probably said, "Yeah, watch out for this guy. Watch out for that guy." But they're going to make mistakes. You are going to be able to pick them apart. And he probably said, I promise you, if you don't listen to what I'm telling you, Arsenal will present problems. Did I fail you against United? Did I fail you against City? Did I fail you against Chelsea? Listen to me. You know, respect Arsenal, but they're the easiest team we're going to play now. You know, we've seen West Ham and Brighton so far probably giving it to us, and they've done it. You know, Bellerin in particular has let himself down. Xhaka is nowhere to be seen. Partey's doing the injury thing. You know, Leno might have been able to cover that post, but again, can't blame Leno for them goals. Like, Bellerin, like I don't want to keep sitting here and talking about Bellerin and chatting Bellerin. You know me, people. I actually like Bellerin, but it's meaty, fam. It's meaty, people. It's meaty, and we're cheating ourselves now. It's got to the point. I'm not even looking at the fact that Bellerin's starting now, or a number of others. I'm looking at Arteta now, admittedly, people, because it's got to the point. I can't keep bashing the player or questioning why he's playing. I have to look at the man that's enabling this now, and I don't understand it. We've gone to a back four. Nothing evidently has changed. You know, Partey again. I'm a hypocrite in the regards, because I was saying Partey started fit, boom, 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 but Arteta once said he's fit, then he's not fit. And you know, if he said he's fit, if you've got the trust from if the medical man them have signed him off, and you know the player is giving us I know players can be naive, but if the player's giving his 100% confidence, if his players are 100, if his players are 100% confident, he's giving him confidence that he can play, then I get it. Partey makes a difference. And he did look all right. You know, he's walking for that goal, but he did look all right. But again, you've got to stop being naive, because now you've opened him up to criticism because of that goal. And also it's let us down. You know, we've not had any ideas. It's same individual errors. I can't sit here and blame Arteta all the time, because I think the players now, some of you have played how many North London derbies now? I'm not trying to scapegoat Xhaka, but you look at Xhaka, you look at Bellerin, you look at Holding, even Leno, Aubameyang, Lacazette. How much North London derbies have you lot played? You know the script. Kane scores, Son either scores. In fact, there might even be a penalty because he loves to hit the ground. It's like you lot are cheating yourselves. You're not learning. You know, was you watching Spurs before? Because I watched the game against City in the build-up to this game. I watched the games against Fingy, against United, against City, against Chelsea, against Brighton, against West Ham, you know. I watched these games off my own back, just as a fan, looking at this thing like, yo, what Spurs going to do? So did these players do it? And there's no hiding place. You can do all the propaganda in the Daily Mail. Oh, the man, them are fighting because they want to win. You know, they're promising to get back. You know, Arteta is working tirelessly to change this. I don't doubt any of this. But there's no hiding place. You're not doing it enough. Or what you lot are doing, you need to try something else, because you lot are not learning now. You lot are not learning, you know. These same things that have happened today could be said for Wolves, could be said for Villa, could be said for Leicester, could be said for Leeds. You know, these are the same old things. They're not mistakes anymore. They're choices. We're choosing as a club collectively to do these things. And, you know, it is what it is. There's no hiding place. This, where we are right now, is a reflection of our failings on the field for years, because we have not done stuff off the field to help this team. Finding a proper manager quickly, before Arteta. You know, this whole change, you know, this was probably to be expected, because we've changed managers, his first full year, whole heap of changes above board room level, you know, not enough in the transfer market. What miracle were people expecting to happen to change this? You know, we're reactive. And this is why we're here. You know, there's no hiding place in the league. There's about 20 odd games left to play. Forgive me if I'm wrong. So things can change and narratives can change, but there's no hiding place. We're here. It's not a coincidence why Arsenal are failing now. And it's another game you've choked. You've choked. These are like 6 pointers. Do I believe for a second Arsenal are ever in a top 4 shout? But if I'm one of these players, I believe I am. And when you go against the Uniteds, the Spurs, the Cities, the Liverpools, they're 6 pointers. You know, Spurs patterned you in the last game. You know, you should have the fire in your belly to pattern this up. You didn't. You know, But we'll see a week or two from now, or a couple days better yet, we'll see fancy little training drills and them mad edited clips on the website. It's dead. Like, look at this first goal, bruv. Why is Bellerin putting up his hand and telling next man to do things? Dead. FIFA thing. Lovely goal. Spurs are laughing. A draw isn't good enough for Spurs. I would have bit your hand off for a draw. And I'm here now. I'm just hoping you make the scoreline look better. Can you get just ruin the clean sheet? Joke, man. Proper joke, man. The fact you do the fans dirty. You see, same way we flocked people, fans, same way. 2,000 tickets sold out on there on Thursday. When you lot been playing crap as well, there on Thursday, gassing you lot up. You would have thought, yeah, Arteta keeps talking about, we need the fans back. The fans, we're missing them. I hear that. I fully agree. You do need the fans back. You play like that, you're telling me the fans, whoa, this is what I'm saying. They need to back the fans. They need to back the fans, They need to back the fans. Give us something. You're not giving us nothing. Because as mad as this is, I'm still going to be here all week talking about Arsenal Spurs, discussing this, It's a madness. It don't matter who we bring in for Arteta. You could get another young man, you could get another young Don like Arteta, or you can get an experienced man if they would sign, like Jose, or well, not Jose, but the man them that will link the Joses, the Allegris, the Luises, the Carlos, who are not going to come to this club anyways. But if you was, it's going to be the same thing, because you're not going to see the peas being spent. I'm not saying you have to spend 70 million on a player. I would love that. We all want the best and the biggest, but at the same time, address areas. Look at the midfield. Arteta was a midfielder. He probably knows how important it is, and for him, he has to hold it in terms of the transition and the coaching and whatnot, because we're too open there. But in terms of recruitment, you can't tell me a novice manager with Arteta was given the best tools equipped. You're hoping on a Mighty Ducks thing. You rested on your laurels with the fluke. FA Cup isn't a fluke. We went to some big games, but with the FA Cup run, you thought that the club, or we was maybe moving forward or making advances quicker than we thought. It's a joke thing, man. It's a joke thing. Kieran, this is it. I've seen United fan in here. I've seen a Leeds fan. I've seen with you. Respect for tuning in. I see bare different fans from clubs, and they're saying the same thing. It's an open book. It's an open book. It's an open book. And that guy, yeah, Cronky out, but that Digno guy, he keeps selling dreams. He's just chatting, man. 45 minutes in, kickoff second half, people. 27 seconds in. Danny Sabas has come on for Partey, forced sub due to the injury, done his hamstring. How long is he out for now? Clearly, why Partey missed all of these games was to go into the Spurs game, but he made a late call. And for me, to be fair, the fact that he was is stupid, but the fact that he was prepared to risk the fitness of Thomas Partey ahead of maybe others, I should tell you, don't believe in none of you. And fuck's sake, bro. Between Bellerin, Bellerin's gonna just kill, man, fam. Bellerin, come on, fam. Can't do a throw in, bro. Can't do a throw in. Like, it's got to the point. And Bergkamp, like, you're right, bro. This is what people don't understand. Like, they don't understand that. They don't understand you can play a back five but still be attacking. They don't understand that. What, big up Bergkamp. Obviously not actual Bergkamp, but big up yourself, because you fully understand, what football is about, bro. Like, it's a mazza. Saka's over the free kick, and this is it, man. You're looking. I feel sorry for as poor as Saka's been, kind of. These young G's, who the hell do you look at? You're looking around. Who do you look at for support? It's a joke thing, man. Like, it's a joke. And like I said, there's no hiding place. There's no hiding place. Bukayo Saka, it's a good set piece, but Loris, apologies, catches it. And that will set them on a counter. And if Bergwijn really wanted to control that ball, if that's on, that could very well be 3-0. And this is why Jose Mourinho hasn't lost at home to Arsenal. He doesn't do it because he knows where we're going. He knows us. He has our number. Bro, it's not even that, man. I don't even, not apologies, not that message. I don't even think it's that. I don't think it's that. Like, I really don't even think it's that. Some of these players have poor habits and whatnot. We need better players. But it's just, I don't even think it's that, because I'm not seeing anything from a coaching perspective to suggest when you get, man, I don't see a blueprint. Man, are just freestyling. There's not a blueprint. Handball ref. Ref has decided to play on when it's an obvious handball of Harry Kane. It's not intentional. Holding in possession. 47 minutes, 35 seconds, people. Gabriel forward. Dead pass. Not by his standards, but there's nothing else on. Lacazette in possession. Loses out to Sissoko. Good battle between them. Kieran Tierney will take the throw in. And again, I want to see a reaction. At least mash up the clean sheet. At least mash up the clean sheet. That's it, because I know what they mean to Jose. At least mash up the clean sheet. Smash the like button, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like buttons and subscribed and all of them things. Big up yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in each and every time. Bro, none of these players seem to go away games. Kieran Tierney in possession, people. It's a decent cross. It's over from Aubameyang. He's not really trying to attack it, but that's a decent ball. Like, this is it. Who's standing up to be counted? Because, you know, teams have scored twice against Spurs. West Ham did. Spurs have dropped points. It's just Arsenal. It's us. It's us is why I don't believe it's going to happen. Now, Aubameyang's tried. Hopefully, he could have kept that down. You know, it's looking like Aubameyang's going to have to come out my SPL team. You had your last chance now. It's over now, bro. Eric Dyer, long pass forward, people. It's cut out by Holding. I don't think Holding's been that bad, the generous side. Bellerin's just nutmegged Harry Kane. That's the only thing he's done. And that's what some of his Hector Bellerin fanboys will focus on. Did you see that nutmeg? Like it means anything. Xhaka backwards to Saka. You know, put it behind him. Put it in front of him. You know, commit Aurier to make potential fouls and the rest of it, people. We're just on some banter thing, man. Like, it's the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting results. And that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing as a club. That's what we're doing right now. Look at Ceballos, people. Good ball from Ceballos out to Holding, to be fair. But again, it's just side to side. Spurs were a well-engined unit. This is dead. Like, the first thing Jose Mourinho does when he takes over a side is pattern them defensively. Literally, the first thing he does is pattern them defensively. Bellerin, can you put a ball in? It's a good ball from Bellerin, and that's two good chances. I'm saying Spurs present chances. It's just we can't take them and we can't really create them. Holding's tried to nutmeg Kane and it's dead now, and it's set them on a counter. Do the basics now. 3v3 people, you know. Lo Celso just advancing and advancing and advancing. You know, fortunately, it's with Sissoko. Potentially, it could. Oh, gosh. Sissoko almost made me stop talking nonsense about him, people. Too little, too late, but it is what it is. And that's damning, and that tells you everything. You can't just blame the players. That has to be down to coaching as well. That's not what you call a coincidence. Like, don't get twisted. Son's a very good player and all these things, but it's not that. Like, it's because we don't create. And look, like, Williams not even trying to play his, what Chelsea fans were telling me, his customary decent game against us, man. Not that he's been, like, you know, you can't be just sitting here talking about William, but it's just, you don't get any inspiration, man. Tierney to Gabriel, to Ceballos. Ceballos in possession, people. Gabriel, 50 minutes, 48 seconds, people. And you're looking at Arteta now. Can you make some subs? Because, you know, I know you've been forced into one. I know there's no Pepe, but it's like, come, man. At least put players on with a point to prove. Players are hiding now, man. No one's trying to try a difficult pass. Everyone's acting like the opportunity is going to eventually come. You've got to force the issue, make them uncomfortable, bro. Like, what Spurs player is yet to have a yellow card? You know, you ain't made no one get out of. You ain't made Toby have to commit a foul on Aubameyang because he's out of position. You've created no uncertainty in that team. Lacazette's done well there, and Lacazette looked fouled there for me. He looked fouled there for me, but it's given their way. You know, it's done. It's done. And that's it. Anthony summed it up perfectly. You know, we're going. This is just like against Wolves. You know, when the game's already set, we're going forward. Like, it's dead doing this now. Like, it's dead. Like I said, Spurs will just withstand the pressure, soak it up. I'm not gonna lie. Spurs have conceded late goals. Like I said, they do make things harder for themselves. But you know, this is exactly what's gonna happen. This is exactly what's gonna happen. I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on with the live? But you know, I wish I had a clue. I can't answer that. Yeah, Højbjerg got a yellow. Fair play. But you ain't committed no one, man. It's the same old, same old. As a fan, you're bored talking about this now, people. It's the like, you're bored. Like, I don't mind if you haven't got pace. Somebody said lack of pace for someone. I don't mind. It's provided if you lack pace, but you've got intelligence, you can help yourself, innit? But it's not a that thing. It's not a that thing. 52 minutes in 33 seconds, people. You know, this could be up, man. You know, I wouldn't mind taking him. But Bellerin is starting, man. For Honcho in the comments, Bellerin is starting next match, man. Like, There's no pressure. You're gonna see Willian against Burnley. You know, I'm not gonna see any statements. The one thing I heard was non-negotiables. And if you're not doing stuff, but certain players have been handed luxuries and just still putting in wayward performances, like consistently being inconsistent, hiding. Again, it's Gabriel trying to do the pass thing. It's Saka trying to get involved. Whether Saka's had a poor game or not, which I think he has been poor, you know, at least he's trying. At least he's trying. Ref, come on, you've got to pull it back, Ref. Thank you. Saka's fouled and absolutely clattered. This is a joke thing, man. And we can't score full stop. That's it, man. It's not even that. Like, I don't even think all the players bar a few. Is Bergwijn necessarily better than someone like Pepe who's not playing? You know, it's Sissoko walks into our midfield, but is he better than Partey? You know, Sissoko and Xhaka are the best of the bad bunch. The difference is the mentality. They're listening to their coaches. They want to try and achieve something. We can banter Spurs about no trophies and all of these things, and it is funny, but at least they're trying a thing. Like Harry Kane, probably someone that could probably move on if they're not going to win a trophy. He'll probably stay for the next 2 years because Jose's convinced him. They've had a good transfer market and the players are applying consistency, you know, collectively, the whole club right now. And again, sentiment can change depending on results, but the whole of Spurs are moving together. Look at the Celso, centre mid, going all the way back there with Bukayo Saka, you know, putting it in whatever minutes, wants to grab his spot. Some of you are putting in these same performances one week and the other, you know. Same old thing, man. Same old thing, Ahmad. Same old thing, man. It's not a shocker. Like, we knew this was going to happen. I can see 3-4. There's no point trying to do a thing now. It's over, man. Loris punches it out. It's a poor clearance from Bergwijn, but his teammate will help him. And again, it's dead. It's really dead. And there's no ball, boys. You just have to pick up the ball and go again. It's the same mode, man. Same mode, bro. Do you know why it's funny for me, my guy? Because it's the definition of insanity. Doing the same things, using the same players, and expecting things to change. Crazy. Willian dwells on the ball there, and it was a foul. It was a foul. No spirit. Like 55 minutes in, change the thing now, man. I like Lo Celso, man. He's a baller still. What I like about Lo Celso, he's someone that, you know, forget his technical ability, and I think the same with Lamena to a degree. These sort of games will pick it, like they're on the rattling thing. Fair play. I think Lacazette's played well, and he's in possession there, and he's giving it to. It's eventually via Sabas ended up with Tierney. Tierney's played a poor pass there. 55 minutes in, and they lost it, but Tierney's won it back. And again, it's like the second half. There are periods where Spurs are camped in their own half. You saw Harry Kane doing some defending, but they'll pick us apart. You know, they take advantage of Arsenal's misconfidence, if that's even a word. You know, complacency, getting forward and not appreciating all arts of the game. And this Willian just doing tired stuff. Finally gets it out to Ceballos. 56 minutes in 5 seconds, people. Ceballos has tried to find his compadre in Bellerin. And come on, you know Bellerin ain't going to win it. And Spurs could potentially go on the counter. And it's a Spurs free kick for whatever reason. I don't know. Nonetheless, it is. And you just have to hold this L. Nothing you could do but move on from this L. This is... I don't know what to say, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you, lot. I don't know what to say. It's the same old, man. It's the same old. It is the same old. Like, it is same old, bro. It's exactly what Brendan Rodgers done. Like, it's exactly what Brendan Rodgers done. Just sit off, you know, sit off and wait for mistakes. Simply just wait for mistakes. And like, Spurs fans are laughing. You ain't been in the ground, come through the ground. You're seeing 2-0 in the North London derby. Now, as Arsenal fans, we're just going to sit down a sour thing, say, what trophies have you got? Good tackle from Gabriel on Bergwijn. Needed to win it, you know. Again, same old names. The same old names, people. The same old individuals, whether we've won, lost, drawn, whatever. You know, it's the same old players that I'm seeing, you know. As I said, Saka hasn't been good today, but I am at least talking about him. Gabriel, again, done all right. Lacazette, it's done all right, you know. Not that he's even one of them. And it's the same old players letting down the team. You know, Bellerin's marking Toby Alderweireld. What is this? Bellerin against Toby Alderweireld does not sound like a good matchup. We're lucky Gabriel's got his noggin on that. I mean, what's going on from a tactical point of view? It's like Tierney against Alderweireld in the first game. What's going on? You got 2 men in Sabas and Bellerin going for the same ball. It's just, for me, do you know what's annoying? It's just the foolishness. It's just the cheating. Like, you have all the time in the world to improve, and Spurs are down our side again. Son has said, I'm not going to shoot. I'm going to try to bring someone in this time. And it's come to nothing. 58 minutes in. Saka against Sissoko. You know he's winning that pass. Oh, sorry. Højbjerg wins against Lacazette. You know, you got to win your first and second balls, and that's not a thing. Tierney's tried to hit it forward. Oh, fuck's sake, Aubameyang. I'm not saying Aubameyang would have scored, but he takes a chance and we're on something, people. 58 minutes in. Confused as to why there's no sub, man. At this moment, make a sub, man. Another sub. Not them forced emergency ones, man. Bro, that's how I just look at it like I'm on Sky Sports and I'm just here to talk about Arsenal, man. I love the club, but I have to remove my emotions from this thing because it don't reflect what I grew up supporting Arsenal, the values. Forget winning stuff, you know, fighting. If Spurs won 2-0 today, as you know, no one wants Spurs to win, but at least you say, cool, the quality of Son and Kane, you know, it stood out, boom, boom, it is what it is. It's not that. It is that because, you know, take nothing away from the individual players and how they're playing, but we've shot ourselves in the foot, not learning and stuff. And it wouldn't surprise me if Bell, you know, it'd probably give Bell a little run out. You know, Bell probably get a third. All I'm asking is we ruin the clean sheet now. Just ruin the clean sheet. Just something so when the analytical team pre this game again, there's something we could have done better at. And there you see the gamesmanship from Lascelles, so just knocking the ball away. Simple things. Interesting. 3 Welsh lads on the bench for Spurs. They're all warming up together. You know, wonder how much that, I'm not going to say helps Bell settle because he's been here already, but I wonder how much that helped Bell settle. Even bringing on Thingy, man, El Nene, like Sabas passes a ball forward and I get why, but the dynamism, and I can't even get Sabas because he's not doing too poorly. And we've got Willian and Saka over the set piece. You know, if Willian's going to take it, we all know what time it is. Saka's taking it down. It's a half decent ball to the back stick. Xhaka has tried to header it and nothing Xhaka has tried today comes off. Bellerin in possession, dribbling. And Xhaka's actually saved Bellerin by just simply winning the ball there. You know, it's a throw in, but Xhaka, to be fair, if Xhaka doesn't win that foul, it's long, man. Bro, we might as well, fam. You might as well just put Lacazette behind, bring on Eddie, like just bring on Nelson. At least, as poor as I might think Eddie can be, at least he, you know, try to take an opportunity. My man will buzz around like this. It's firmly the same old. This is atrocious. Xhaka in possession. Poor pass. Lacazette, I don't even want to hear what they have to say after the game, man. I don't want to hear what any of these players have got to say after this game, man. Good ball in from Tierney, but again, this is too little too late. Spurs will just withstand this pressure. Williams blasted over. Fuck it, man. Bro, that, you know, Ozil might have played a couple good passes, but in the grand scheme of things, no, because there's still a lack of movement. There's still, the game management isn't there. Bro, enthusiasm only takes you so far, bro. Just set it from the start, man. Keep going. Don't feel sorry for yourselves. Like, don't feel sorry, because if you feel sorry for yourself, it's going to get worse. Like, it's going to get worse. It's all about saving face now. 2-0's an L, but it could be 4. And Rob Holding's gone back to Leno. Leno's cleared it. Sabah's quite well. First time to Gabriel. But it's too little too late. Spurs will do this, fam. Spurs don't need to have any opportunities anymore. They've scored 2 goals. And again, it's the same old man, the same old Tierney's, the same old Saka. Oh, man, it's long, fam. It's long, fam. Can't even defend Arteta with this, you know? Enthusiasm can only get you so far. You need to learn from mistakes. Bro, we all know Wenger needed to go, but it doesn't look so bad now. Willian in possession, people. Bellerin, it's just, you know, oh, fuck's sake, how much times is Bellerin going to lose the ball, fam? You can't play Bellerin again. He's offside, but you can't, like, come on, man. Bellerin can't play against Burnley. You can't do this to the fans now, man. You can't. Things have to change now. You can't do this now. Like, people have to start learning, man. People have to start learning from mistakes. This ain't good enough. This ain't good enough, people. This is... I don't know. I don't know what to say, fam. I don't know what to tell you, lot. Gabriel, Xhaka. Gabriel and Xhaka sweep up. They've done all right there. To be fair with you, they've done all right there. But it's the same old, man. Same old, same old. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing can change. Like it's the same old, same old, same old. It's depressing, man. Just now, I'm at the point where I'm just trying to. Do you know what I'm trying to do now, people? I'm trying to get people to come on. I'm trying to ask who from both sets of fans that I know want to come on my thing now because my show because might as well just provide some good content for you guys, man, and just hear it from both sides rather than this foolishness now. Car, this is a joke thing. This is. I wish I was you, man. It's at the point, you know what? Like, it's just you just gotta accept that. You just gotta accept it for what it is, man. Like, this is gonna keep happening. Nothing is gonna change. People at the top don't want it to change. Oh, to me, 64 minutes in, people. Absolute joke, man. Rob Holding to Hector Bellerin. Bellerin forward. Bellerin loses it again. Slides in this time and gets away with it. But like even Bellerin's most loaded supporters, you can't. Like, anytime Bellerin plays against someone half decent, whether that be a team or an individual, it's no coincidence that he plays poor. You know, Bellerin might have, you know, Bellerin might, you know, when we beat a United or we beat a Liverpool or City in the cup or Chelsea, and by default, he's part of the collective performance, so you have to give him his flowers. But 9 times out of 10, he's poor, man. Like how this is why I understand what Arteta says when he speaks about Pepe, when he speaks about the young players needing time, got to be patient, got to take their chances. I get it. I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense. I promise you, lot, people, it makes sense. But it doesn't count for anything. It doesn't count when I'm seeing what I'm seeing, people. Like I'm seeing, you know, same mistakes being made. Anytime Bellerin has played against someone, he's been given a tough time 1v1. You know, look at Tierney, the difference. Beat Bergwijn to that. He looked fouled there, but either way, it's done. 65 minutes. As I was saying, he played against Grealish, he got savaged. He played against Pedro Neto, he got savaged. Anytime Bellerin, and there's more examples like you've all seen this season. Anytime Bellerin plays someone half decent, he's poor. You know, Lacazette's at least tried today, and he's going to run into no man's land. He's got no options. Lacazette's done well to hold it up there. Lacazette's done well. Ref, that's a foul. You know what? Lacazette, you got, bro, there's no options. Lacazette's done very well there. Spurs have done very well to break the foul down, but it's appalling, people. Like it is appalling, man. Like it's poor, man. Like this shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be on this level. And for some reason now, I can't even see you lot react to you lot's comments because it's not scrolling. Oh, here we go. Oh, my brother-in-law's a Spurs fan. Like, I've got family members as well that are Spurs fans. You know, my niece is a Spurs fan. They're all gonna, my man, them are Spurs fans. They're all gonna talk West to me, and they deserve it. You know, this is what they lived for. They used to get bullied growing up. They've seen Thierry Henry give them stressless nights, and the world changes. Finally, a decent ball from Willian, but again, Spurs are always going to beat us in the air. Aubameyang's gone for it in the air with his head, and it's not amounted to anything. He tried to say it's a corner. It's not a corner. It didn't look like a corner. It's another poor performance from our captain, sorry, and he's part of the collective. And this every week I'm seeing this Arsenal manager with the same old one ear pod in his ear. Ceballos in possession, 66 minutes in, people, and I can't see why a sub hasn't been made. Like, change something, man. Bring on fresh legs. It's a good ball by Tierney to Saka. Saka sat it up. It's just over. I mean, we've huffed and puffed in the second half. You know, we've huffed and puffed a bit more, but that's about it. Lacazette's headed it, and Loris has made a good save. Like, you know, we've huffed and puffed, but we've done nothing with it. Like, trust, it's true, man. It's true. Bro. Owen, I can't disagree. This is the thing. This is why for me it's not making sense. Like it's not making sense because players are continuously putting in poor performances. You know, they're doing stuff and getting away with it. We've tried to surround their keeper, Loris. That's dead as well, man. They're bigger than us. Look, and because of that, no one's there to win it. And Son will just hammer it forward. You know, Leno's got there though, and he'll give it to Bellerin. Well, is that Bellerin? Yes, it is Bellerin. Can you give it to someone better, please? Back to Leno. You know, it's like we're playing with 9 men, man, because you got like 2 players in this team, maybe even 3, playing for Spurs. Like, are you Spurs in disguise? Like, have you won at their new stadium? You've been there twice and got beaten up both times. You know, last time it was better. Bro, big up to Turkish, but you know, a blind man could see we need new owners. They wouldn't accept this. They wouldn't accept this. There'd be serious conversations with Arteta. There'd be better players. You know, for the players, obviously we can't sign. If this happened and we sign new players and whatnot, you don't think, best believe, tomorrow when you go into training, because you don't deserve a day off, you're not going to see your billionaire owner just in the corridors. You know, they don't crave excellence at this club. Please stop spamming. Man are asking where I can watch this game. Hit up the stream. Someone busting with the streams, but please stop spamming. You know, you should have sorted that out already. Oh, at this point, you know, you might have to bench Aubameyang. And Aubameyang might need saving from himself. You know, we've tried this playing Aubameyang through his form, and it hasn't worked. And now look, you look at Spurs. They're bringing on Ben Davies. I don't know if that's going to be a change for Reguilon. I assume they're going to change their system and probably go to a back three, and Ben Davies is going to slot there. Again, an excellent sign of game management. Why am I seeing the manager that is winning 2-0 against a team that he has never lost to in his career as a manager at home? Why is he more proactive in the subs he's making? You know, the players have to take responsibility, because I think a lot of things Arteta shouldn't show you, and I don't think Arteta can account for them stupid mistakes from the likes of Bellerin, etc. But come on now, it's collectively, you know, it's bad decision making. There's a lack of tactics. The players are not smart, and now we're just on a sour thing. Spurs are a better team in terms of game management. They'll win these smart fouls and exaggerate. They'll foul where they need to. Look at Bergwijn. There's no coincidence. Bergwijn is one of them sort of man there. You know, I'm not too sure if he's being subbed or whatever. I don't know why Sky Sports are focusing on him, but this is it. Proactiveness. In the same way, Brendan Rodgers, I'm seeing him make subs before and whatnot, man. Now it's deflating, man. I was deflated a long time ago. It's a lot of it borders on pity now, like pity and silly. Like, I look at Arsenal, like I don't have a son, but it's like my son's team. If I had a son's under 8 team, a lot of what I see is just Sunday league kids. You know, a lot of the way you hear them speak, it just sounds like kids. A lot of the way Arteta probably has to speak to them sounds like kids. It sounds all like self-discovery. It doesn't sound like accountability 9 times out of 10 at this club. You know, Bellerin, I'm not advocating scapegoating, and now things are getting bad to worse because it looks like Bukayo Saka. Oh shit, Bukayo Saka's nose bleeding. What's going on? I don't know what happened. 70 minutes, 33 seconds in, people. I don't know what happened to Bukayo Saka, but his nose is bleeding. I'm not happy a man's got a card, but yeah. Holding's pushing Lo Celso off the pitch. You know, Lo Celso's doing what I would do, but again, what you need, man. Lo Celso's, I'd call him a big game management player. He knows you can give them sort of man a job and they'll do it. You know, and this is where Arsenal are too nice, bro. Why is Xhaka touching him? But push man off the field. Get off the field. The ref can say he's doing this and doing that until he's blue in the face. Go on, push him off that field. Not that you lot are going to get back in the game. Ben Davies, you know, are they going with a back three? Probably free up Reguilon a bit more. Soak up the pressure. You know, so look, probably Son's going inside and he'll go in a free. Game management, you know, game management. Proactiveness. Tactically, Arteta has now lost a tactical battle against Nuno, against Dean Smith, against Brendan Rodgers, and now Jose Mourinho, and can't forget Bielsa. Yeah, you know, I'll give him his flowers. Bielsa, you got a point. Man got sent off. It is what it is. But you've been reactive in all of them. Our tactics have been reactive. Our players have been reactive. Don't get it twisted. The players have to take full accountability, you know, full accountability. If you cannot be on it for a North London derby, F off. F off. Pardon my language, but F off, you know. I don't think we have any divine right to beat Spurs. But what you need to do is have accountability in your performance. You know, whether Spurs won or lost this game, you know, their players could be proud because they've tried not to let down their teammates and the fans and the collective. They've clearly worked on something all week and taken it in, you know. It's the same old individuals. Saka looks like he's good as just a nosebleed. Bro, he beat Oli. Listen, I'm not gonna belittle man's win, but you beat Oli and Parker, really. Oli and Parker, really. You know, out of form, Chris Wilder's side, really. You know, even Chris Wilder's side, when they were in form and banging, we struggled against them last year. I think we won at their place. I could be wrong. No, we lost away. I think we won at our place. But again, you know, It's not a coincidence. As much as I get at the players, you have to question the manager. He's doing reactive stuff. He's not being proactive. For me, the biggest thing with Arteta is this consistent faith in players that are going to let you down. It was Wenger's gift and strength. When the players were of a certain mentality, when they looked at it like he's your father, these guys don't care. They don't care. Yeah, like against Wolves, we've been a bit more, we've made Spurs sit back a bit and they've had to remain penned in, but we're losing 2-0. They will do that and they'll end up getting a third because we're chasing the game. Same way we tried for the first and second and we made mistakes. And Spurs will do this, Sissoko acting like he's died, he's acting like his stomach's gone. 73 minutes in, 18 seconds. This is the sort of stuff you will see. That's good game management. It's poor. But at this point, Suarez, Maitland-Niles, they're all a bit shaky, but you might as well just throw Donny in there. Because these players are going to keep playing. What tactics? Like, maybe it was just maybe in hindsight now, it was just a bounce. When a new manager comes into a club and there's just a reaction, a bounce. Maybe it was just that. Bro, praising him for that. To be fair, he beat them last year at home, but it's just crazy, man. I would do the same. I can't get angry at Spurs. It's all fair in love and war. They're trying to get 3 points. They don't want to lose this. Again, Tierney and Saka. Tierney's lost his footing now, and Spurs will get on the counter. Xhaka's come clattering in, and to be fair, at least it's sore for Son now. At least he gets a little sore thing, and to be fair, I'm surprised he's taking this long to get a yellow. 74 minutes in, people. Just clattered him. It's not that deep. He's bought the foul a bit. It's not that deep. Bro, this is championship form. It's already relegated form, man. Bro, listen, I don't want Arteta to get sacked. I don't want any manager to do bad, but I can't blame you when you're saying things like that because man at this club talk the talk. It's like they watch the Invincible documentaries. They listen to how it's meant to be. They listen to all the motivational stuff, but it's not a thing. And Bellerin has come off now again, probably too late. Shut up, Bellerin, man. If you had minerals, you just dash on Nelson now and you dash on a Maitland-Niles or something. Well, Nketiah, or you dash on a Nelson or a Maitland-Niles and get something going, man. And get something going. 3 strikers on the field now. Just mess up the clean sheet. Just 2-1 looks better than 2-0. Bergwijn going forward. Never doing that past Tierney, man. Come on, fix up. It's not Bellerin. Gabriel played it out to Bukayo Saka. It looks like Bukayo Saka's gone over to right back. And, we'll just go 4-3-3, I assume. But there's no process to trust. What is there? Like, if you told me, yo, we're trying to develop young players, and then I'm seeing you bring in young players, I'm seeing a proper effort towards developing young players. You see it, but I'm not seeing nothing. I'm just screaming, trust the process. Højbjerg and Lacazette, I've got into it. I can't lie. That's the one of them I don't think Spurs player is lying because it did look a sore one. But it's same old, man. Bro, what has happened? We've been knowing, we've been seeing for years. Like, this club sold the moment we moved to the Emirates, and the moment certain individuals, forget even becoming the majority shareholder of this club, just buying a share. We were sold up the river, and now we're here. Like I said, we look better in the second half, but it means they're full because they just look. You got players like Willian, just giving the ball away, just gifting it away, and this is why we're going to keep being in this situation, people. We're going to keep being in this. Because players don't want to learn from mistakes. They've done this against City. They've done this against Liverpool. They've done this against Spurs. They've done this against Wolves. They've done this against Leicester. They've done this against Villa. They're going to keep doing it. Where is the fear factor? I heard non-negotiables. I heard certain managers are a stickler for discipline and training and consistency. And I'm seeing some players fall victim of that and whatnot. But what else am I seeing? Already Bukayo Saka looks better at right back than Hector Bellerin. So what does that tell you? Like, playing favourite, they are going to get, obviously players get you sacked, but these players are going to lose you the job. They're going to lose you the job. Your faith in these players are going to lose you the job. Emery died by his tactics. You're going to die by a lot. It's a goal kick. Is it a corner? All right, cool. Aurier gives away a corner against Tierney. It looked like a goal kick. I'll take that, to be fair with you. It won't be, though. Will it? It won't be. It won't be. He'll be back again. He'll be there against Burnley. Mad tired. Like, these people are tired, fam. Mad tired, bro. Like, just tired, man. We're not here. We're not here by a thingy, man. Bro, fights, meetings, all of it's irrelevant because it's about the field. We all know, yeah, just because you had a meeting on a Friday, don't mean you're gonna win on the Sunday or turn it around. But more fight, more determination, more grit. And like I said, forget tactics. We lost the game tactically, of course. But if you had the fight, you have the mentality, you don't get caught out there. You know, you make sure that doesn't happen. You don't, you prepare, you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. I don't get the vibe that these players have been watching Spurs all week, watching the Premier League games and all of these things. They're not on it, man. Bro, just bare chatting, man. Bro, forget that. Like I said before forget the badge. Forget the badge. Forget the fans. Forget the club. Man are not playing for themselves. If you ain't got no respect in your own performance, if you don't want to play good for yourself, how are you going to do anything? It don't make no sense. Ref, come on. Ref, that's a handball, bro. Thank you, ref. That's a yellow. He's intentionally handballed. How can a man not get a yellow for that? Willian in possession. Like, Willian is just, decent balling. He forces Loris to touch it. Aubameyang, 78 minutes in. Tired pass from Ceballos. Typical, man. Just typical. Sold dreams. Difficult to watch, probably not, this is going to be, we're going to finish, in my lifetime, this is going to be Arsenal's lowest league finish. 8th was last year. We're going to come to, we'll be lucky to finish 10th. Now, at this moment, we need to focus on the playoffs next year, how we're going to bounce back into the league. It's an absolute joke, man. Lacazette's he's completely taken out, son. It's his first one, but I think Lacazette's done all right today. I won't thingy. I won't get at him and whatnot. And it's another day where you don't want to view Twitter. You don't want to view anything, man. Like, it's just calamity, fam. Like, it's the less said about this thing. As I said, the less said about this thing, the better. Like, it's an absolute joke, man. Like, I haven't got anything to say above that. There's absolutely nothing to say. Like, it's an absolute joke, people. Like, how am I watching this? Like, this is jarring, man. Like, this is. What can I tell you, lot, people? I'm just lost for words, man. Just absolutely lost for words, fam. Like, 80 minutes in, people, said that thing, bro. It's that, I wish I had his pockets as well. I wish I had his money as well. You know what? Does your girl have a thing for Stephen Bergwijn? Because, she can get the next best thing. Because I know you're not throwing down the woody properly. So, and I'm a bit vexed. So, she'll get the real length. I'm really taking it out on you. You don't deserve that. But you met busting Bants at the wrong time when it's a Mazzoline. Xhaka in possession. He's giving it to Willian. Like, bro, what spiritual bondage do we have with Willian? Ceballos tries to spin like a Beyblade, drops on the floor, but retains it. To be fair, it looked wavy, but it don't mean nothing. You've huffed and puffed for 45 minutes. It don't mean nothing. It's just like Wolves. You look like, yeah, we might just score a little goal. There's been a couple, we almost pull it in sort of thing, but it's dead. Saka, decent ball in. Nobody challenging it, man. Like, I'm done, man. That one there is forcing it, Spurs fans. That one there is forcing it, but could say that you're entitled to run your bands. This is it. There's never been no excuses, man. It's a joke thing, man. This is a joke thing. But it's not, this is the thing, it's not the end of the world. When you're a footballer and you've earned all that money and you've got enough time to dedicate yourself to a passion that you love, winning should be the only thing. I'm not saying we should win this, but look like winning's the only thing that's important to you. Like, look like it's winning or it's corned beef sandwiches and them things there. These players know they're eating caviar regardless. There's no hunger, there's no desire. Looking at some of these players, I'm not going to be harsh, but none of you have had to grind in your careers. None of you have had to prove man wrong. Even look at Harry Kane. Yeah, everybody breads Harry Kane and proclaims Harry Kane as the next this, that, and the other, which he is a quality player, but he didn't get his bring in at 18. You know, he ain't got that hunger. You know, it actually took a long time for Spurs fans to probably rate Son. You know, when you look at Reguilon, you know, it didn't happen for him at Real Madrid. He had to do a thing at Seville. You know, where's the adversity? I know Aubameyang, he's not playing well, but he weren't exactly a world-class player his whole career and whatnot. You know, Willian, you've been at Chelsea, you got your little restaurant. You know, Xhaka, you play for club and country. Where's the grinding? You know, Gabriel. I see Gabriel looks like a brother that, you know, it could have been other things. So ball out to Aubameyang here. Aubameyang is a fantastic block from Alderweireld. You know, it's just simply read the game. 83 minutes in 23 seconds, people. So poor pass. And Sissoko just brushes Xhaka away. Absolutely brushes him away. And Xhaka's annoying me. Why? I know you want the keeper to take the goal kick quickly, but you're focusing on the wrong things. I'm sorry, man. Lacazette, I mean, Aubameyang's got to do a bit better than that, man. Like, so tired, man. Love for that, my guy. And that's very facts, man. I'm not disrespecting their grind to get there. I'm saying they're not playing like that. Like, I know full well, I'm pretty sure I know better than you what it means to be a professional footballer. That's why I'm sitting there talking about football. But when I'm looking at other teams that we're playing against, I'm seeing hunger. I'm seeing people that had real adversity to get to where they're playing in the Premier League. Players that had question marks over them. You know, I've got underperforming players. I've got players that aren't on this. I've got players that, you know, are going back to comfortable environments. You know, not that I'm not even getting at Ceballos. He's going back to Real Madrid. I'm looking at a couple of the young players. What push do they have to kick on? As you continuously see, you know, the Williams, you've been there, done that. Your manager's not making you learn any lessons. You're not responding. Like I said, when you see Gabriel, you can see a player that it didn't even happen for him when it started at Lille. So he's trying to take every chance. Partey, he had to grind. You know, he had to leave Ghana to be a pro bowler. I'm not seeing the same effort. And this is where I said, in the sense of, you know, they're not respecting themselves. They're not respecting themselves. So how can they respect the football club? How can they respect the fans? How can they respect the manager? If you don't respect yourself and your grind to be a football player, you know, your personal pride. You know, good ball in from Saka again. Spurs will lap this up. They're a bigger team than us. You know, we're not going to pose a threat in the air. It's getting to that time. Loris will just lay down on all the balls. You know, it's 85 minutes in. Spurs will soak that up. Simple as. Yeah, I like Mane and Salah. I'm not sure what relevance they have. But yeah, man. But I'd rather 11 pub players that are going to put in effort, man. Too much pampered duns, too much man that can do 1,000 kick-ups and bare spins, but you can't put the ball in the back of the net. You can't pass the ball in behind. You can't make a 5-yard pass. You can't show me consistency. Can't show me competency in the role that you play. Can't show me any confidence. Hide behind each other. It's all relevant. Yeah, we'll look wavy on the next training thing. Players will come out and say this is unacceptable. You know, donate every game you lot are losing in this form. Donate a match day's wages to a charity, you know, where people need the peace. I guarantee you see fix up. You see fix up because they're getting their wages, they're getting their match fees, they're getting their appearance fees. You know, I do think Arteta's going to throw the book at them. But what are they learning? What's Willian going to hear that he ain't heard before? Realistically, what's Bellerin going to hear that he ain't heard before? Because like I said, these players are poor, but it's got to the point I'm not even looking. And like speaking of the devil, 86 minute in, poor pass from Willian. It's got to the point where I'm not even looking at Willian. I'm not even looking at Willian as his fault now. It's the man starting you now because it gets to a point you can't really keep getting at the player because he's not going to say, I don't want to play. I mean, to be fair, Saka's played right back before against City, and it's really not that deep. You know, we had to change things. We had to bring on Eddie. We're chasing the game. I might be able to question it, but yeah, man, it's a poor cross. Lacazette, they're just dealing with all of this, man. Hammering us. We don't look like scoring, man. Because there's no pressure in the Europa League. There's no pressure in the Europa League, my guy. There's no pressure. We're already through. We're playing dead teams. Like Lacazette, weak effort by Lacazette, and it's a goal kick. Yeah, we've had more shots in the second half, but it doesn't mean a damn thing. Like you said, that training vid will be out, man. You know, I wouldn't even mind the posh boys because I've seen posh boys who can grind and fight and stuff. You know, it's just these lot. I don't think when we hear team meeting and stuff, I don't think they're being true. And now they're bringing on Lucas Moore. It wouldn't surprise me if he grabbed the third. Wouldn't surprise me. will not surprise me. Son's coming off. Son's had a good game, done his thing. The fans are back there. Bro, it's a bit of a madness. With all due respect to Expressions, he's not really relevant to this chat, but shout out to Expressions. I can imagine him and all the Spurs supporting YouTubers are lapping this up, and all the other Arsenal ones are not. So it all depends what you're looking for in terms of content. They'll probably be highly engaged videos. South Korean Son has come off for the Brazilian Lucas Moura. Xhaka can't commit the foul because he's on the yellow, and Spurs are on the break, people. Bergwijn looked foul to me. It's no foul. I can't lie. It looked like an obvious foul. Even for both sets of players, there's been some obvious fouls that haven't been given. Like I said, I at least wanted to mess up the clean sheet. We can't even do that. So what more is there to say? What more is there to say, man? I hear you, my guy, but please, and if you are genuinely depressed, I understand that and I hope you get the help. But let's not, at the end of the day, I know it hurts to lose a football match, but depression is a very serious thing. So let's have a bit more sensibility around using such terms. If you are genuinely depressed because of Arsenal, then I sympathize with you. Personally, I'm at the point where if I let Arsenal ruin my mood beyond more than it can, I'm all right, because I'm seeing Willian going to get 90 minutes. It's like he's gone on the left-hand side and I'm more just clamped him off it. Like, the less said, the more, man. Mate, that doesn't mean F all. I can't lie. He's only really backed in the transfer market this window. The majority of the players are still the same. Ben Davis was there. Loris was there. Dyer, he's found a role at centre half now. Sissoko is under form. Man don't really rate Lucas Moura like that, but there's a role. He ain't really been given much. He's found, he didn't feel Ndombele. He's found a role for Ndombele now. I hear that. He's, Jose got a proper transfer market, but let's not act like Jose and Spurs haven't used what they've had to a degree. Aurier, still has a mistake, but they've got something out of him. We have to get more out of some of these tools. I know we need better players, but we can't keep talking about Arteta ain't got this, he ain't got that. It's valid. And I'm not saying you either, my guy. I'm not saying either you, my guy, but it's too often than not. Man, you just pick one side. You're either all Arteta or all anti the board, all getting onto the players when it should be all effing free. 3 minutes of added on time, people. Bro, it's bare Hollywood antics, man. Fraudsters, man. Well in from Gabriel, one of the only players that can take credibility, and he just sold Højbjerg a dream. Gabriel's a decent player, but the rest, Gabriel, Tierney, Saka's been poor, but at least he's put himself about. Like, it's been dead from other man in the team, man. This is when I just go onto my other Twitter account, man. I don't even tweet again, man. This is all dead, man. This is a joke, man. Rodon's come on for Bergwijn again just to shut out the game, solidify the clean sheet. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, my guy. Better players, but it's the mentality. The play, and this is when you got players with weak mentalities or poor mentalities, you have two options. You either try and make them. And speaking of the man in question, Williams just lost the ball and Spurs are on the counter. They could get their free. It's 4v4. We've got men in behind. It's a good ball to Harry Kane. Lacazette's there patterning up. I think Lacazette's had a good game. I can't lie to you. I know men have been on his case. I think Lacazette's had a good game. I think Lacazette's tried a thing today. It's absolutely appalling, bro. Absolutely appalling. And again, I'm not one that thinks just because you earn a lot of money don't mean you're not on this or you want to be better and things. Because for me, that gives you more reason because you've got more time to focus. But what real hunger does Willian have? He's achieved all he can in England. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Has he not won the FA Cup and the Premier League? He's earned a lot of money. He's 32 years of age, played for his country. Does Willian really have the desire to be part of this, be a senior player among this new project at Arsenal Football Club? Does he? Does he just want to be with his pals? David Luiz still in London, so the family's good. A big reason as to why he wanted to stay in London and of interest to Arsenal, to the point where you heard he rejected the thingy to be MLS's highest paid player. Where's the passion? I see it in Spurs. You know, Højbjerg, he's done very well today. You know, didn't work out for him at Bayern Munich. Southampton, nobody rated him. Spurs took a chance on him, you know, doing all he can for people to think, oh, wow, what's this guy? He was always there. Tierney to Willian. You know what Willian's on. Back to Tierney. Tierney. Nobody darts across the 6-yard box. Nobody gambles. Like, it's, bro, I'm tired of this. Like, I feel sorry for guys like Saka, because whether Saka didn't even played amazing today, but how many times throughout this live stream have I said his name, people? How many times have I said Gabriel, Tierney, when Partey was playing, give Lacazette his flowers, Lacazette today? How many times have I said that same thing, people? You know, it's boring. You need 11 players that are on this. You can't have 9. You can't have 2. You can't have 1. And there they have it. Jose Mourinho, North London derby, getting his viral moments. Boy, in it. And for me, I will be watching this game again, because unfortunately, I have to provide you the tactical review. But it's done now. You know, got to give credit where due. Congratulations to Spurs. Congratulations to Jose Mourinho. Give them their flowers where due. But fucking ridiculous, people. Pardon my language. Like I say, no divine right to win anything. No divine right. But what you need to show is hunger, is desire, is commitment, is passion. And none of that is shown. Consistently letting themselves down. Consistently. And, you know, I feel sorry for you lot, because you lot tune into my live streams and things. Have I said any different from the Leeds game, from Villa, from Leicester, from Wolves? I haven't said anything. You know, I haven't said anything different. Anything different. Now I'm at the stage where I'm just trying to invite people that support both clubs and see what they're saying, man. See what they're saying. Sending out the WhatsApp. Join. It's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. The less said, the better, man. The less said, the better. Right. Less said, the better, man. Like, this was a joke thing, bro. Like, let's see how many shots we ended the game with, man. Because this is what happened against Wolves. There's a bit of fight back. There's a bit of this and huffing and puffing, and ultimately it comes to nothing. Please smash the like buttons, because unlike Arsenal, I actually am consistent. 2-0. Damage was done in the first half. Spurs 6 shots, 3 on target. 11 shots from Arsenal, 2 on target. 70% possession. 614 passes played to 288. And, you know, all that matters is the 3 points. 3 shots on target, 2 goals. I see that as clinical. Fam, back then, bro, I can't even eat my dinner. Can't even eat my dinner. And if boy, these Arsenal players, bro, they just need rice and peas. They should have no meat, no gravy, just rice and peas. No potato, no coleslaw, no mac and cheese, no nothing. Rice and peas. Just that's it. Small portion as well. You don't even deserve just enough to keep you alive and keep you functioning. You don't deserve it. But they're gonna go have some 5-course meal now. The players are gonna get little recovery sessions, and then they're gonna shake it off. You know, time is a healer, and let's be honest. You know, we're still gonna be angry, but eventually we have to get over this. That's how the players were. You know, I don't know if you're a Spurs or Arsenal fan, but I didn't think we was better than Spurs. I think they didn't have the aggression they came with or we expected, but they managed the game better. They played better. They took their chances. They exploited us better. I personally don't see a world in how that happened, but it is what it is, bro. Bare mackerel for these lot. You know, it's a joke thing, man. It's a joke thing, man. It's just, bro. What can you say? Like, what can you sit here and say? Like, what can I sit here as a fan and say? Like, it doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense, people. It's absolutely appalling. That it's just... My guy, Spurs supporter guy's coming. You're only getting 2 minutes in this thing, then you're cutting out. What's you lot's thoughts on the game anyways, people? Enough of my rambling. What's you lot's thoughts? Big up yourself. You know, you're a Spurs fan, but you're more than justified to do all of that. But please don't spam. Talk your stuff. Be proud of your team, but please don't spam, because you're mashing up the live chat for everybody and all of us here. Bro, sardines, bro. Even that. Oh, no meat. You're not playing like you want meat. You're not playing like you want dinner. Bro, no peas, just rice. Maybe even just the peas. If I might even, you lot might as well just have some dry cornflakes, no milk, because you lot are not playing like you want to eat dinner. You're not playing serious. You're not playing like that. And now, they're going to rub you out on Match of the Day. They're going to rub you out on all the newspapers. There's probably going to be a bunch of different, breaking down and the errors and all the tactical business. And there'll probably be some other little bits of Arsenal bits and pieces and news floating around next tomorrow morning. Good thing is the Deluded podcast will be out on Tuesday when I felt a bit better, because there's going to be Monday night action. The tactical review of that game will be out. You lot know me in a bit. I'm going to go off and do some other videos for you guys, more bite-sized. I'm going to do a live stream at 8:30 today as well. So yeah, man, make sure your eyes are peeled and all of those sort of things. But what do you lot think of the game, man? Enough of my chatting. Enough of my water biscuit. Trust me. Bro, El Nene should have started. El Nene and Partey. And what I have to say now, if Partey wasn't... listen, I'm a fan. I'm always going to scream Partey starting. So I don't want to sit here and sound like a hypocrite. I was saying start Partey. You probably was. Everybody else was listening. But we're not on the training ground, Clearly, the weeks that Partey's been injured, we're building him up to potentially play in this game, or we wanted him to play in this game. But, we again, the player, I don't doubt Partey's character, because in his heart, he must have known he's not fully fit, but he still passed himself. But we need to save players for themselves. Players are naive, because of that. How long is he going to be out for now? Subbed him in the first half. He couldn't even make it to the second. He couldn't even make it back on one of the goals. So I have to say, if we knew his true conditioning, why put him out there in the first place? It don't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense. It really doesn't. And it doesn't help us, people. It really doesn't help us. It doesn't help us. Quick thing. I got one of my Spurs supporting man them here. He actually lives across the road from me. George, keep it quick.
What are you telling me, cuz?
You're coming off this in a minute if you talk smug. What are you saying?
What are you telling me? Are your things all fucking...
Apologies, man. Just chat what you need to chat and get out of here, man.
Feedback's bad. Let me refresh it 1 second.
Yeah, go refresh your thing. My thing's calm. But you can see smug Spurs fan probably billing it, Wish I knew what that was. In fact, I don't know what that is. It's been a crap day, people, as well. We'll be back. It's been a dead day for me. I've a possible 6 points across a double header for AFC Everton. It's been 1 point. Seen these man get duppied. Let me try bring him back. Yo.
Yeah, what are you telling me now?
I was there to tell you, bro. You saw the game, innit? You saw it. We got piped,
I'm over here. I'm smoking Partey right now. What's going on?
You're coming off my... Listen, before I talk...
This ain't Sunday League. I thought
get the banner out. Get the banner out, bro.
Into the game.
Get the banner out so I can talk to you normally. Get out.
Listen, I was hearing Aubameyang. Man's looking bag.
That's your lie, boy. We're not gassing Aubameyang, boy.
Man, them wasn't really in the game. Had hella possession, wasn't really doing much. Personally, if I'm looking from standby, from like a mutual point, I'm saying creativity was lacking still, and I don't know why, because Ozil's at home watching this game thinking, I could have got in this team.
But bro, is it even obviously you need a personnel, you need better players than that, yeah. But you never had Ndombele. I won't say you was mad creative today, but no one was screaming, he's not here, we can't create, for one. And two, even if Ozil is here, there's no patterns of play or anything we're working on in the week to suggest, like this is as white and black as that. Because what I saw today, I think you lot played terrific. Man to a man, you were scared to let each other down. You rid for the fans. Can't fault. I didn't think you was as aggressive as I thought, but you genuinely looked like you sat there and you said, They said, trust me, bros. If you do what I tell you to do, Arsenal will present problems. They'll present issues. And you saw the 2 goals. Like, I'm not discrediting you lot because I don't believe in away from the Arsenal.
If you was manager at half time, what's the changes you would have made? Like,
bro,
the one thing you would have thought in this team, like, you know what? Yeah, this a derby. Like, we're missing something. Like,
his hands were tired in it because Partey's injured. But I have to question that. Like, I'm a fan. I was screaming start Partey, but the man's fitness. Like, you knew his true fitness, regardless of what the player's telling you, the medical man are telling you this. So you started him, started Xhaka. How can you be surprised, fam? Like, we knew as well. What annoys me is you knew Son, left-hand channel. You know what's going to happen. Didn't learn. Like, that's why I'm not vexed. I'm more angry at the way we talk before games and whatnot, and it just happens, bro. It's just poor, bro. Like, we're losing the game, but listen, you lot played well, and like I said, take nothing away. But it's like how when we played you lot, when we played Leicester, when we played Wolves, when we played Villa, credit you, man, and your game plans. But we've just set up to lose. We look good for 10 minutes, 13 minutes before the goal. We look all right, like okay, it's all right here, but he didn't react. And I said, you know, when we score a goal. I mean, when we concede, we need to keep reacting. We need to stand up to be counted. That game in the second half was just a Wolves second half for me. Spurs, you know, yeah, we huffed and puffed against you lot. And there was, you know, not really quality efforts, but the ball was in your box. But that's a Jose thing. He'll lap that up.
Bro,
Now,
even for our second goal, even for Kane's thing, like, we made a mistake. You lot had the chance there.
This is it. It was there. This is it. This is it.
And it just frazzled out. And then even defending, it was like, so you know, 3 players, like, as a defender, like, cool, man, play centre back. Like, I can see 3 of the players I'm looking at 3 of the Tottenham players. I'm thinking, all right, cool.
4v2 for one of them goals, bro. What the hell? 4 professional ballers, bro.
Like,
really?
Bro, like, they were just looking at them thinking, all right, cool. And as soon as the attacks come on, like, everyone just looked and thought, fuck it, it's 2-0. Like,
it's 2-0.
There was no one was there, like, all right, cool, let me get back. And I have to go back to that because that still baffles me to this day. Like, even if you're injured, like, you go down, you make the ref.
You go down, yeah, you go down. What are you doing? To be fair, that's why I get Arteta, bro, because he looked like he wanted to go down. If you look at the game again, like Arteta's pushed him to go like defending that. He should be telling man, go down. Like you can see he's tried to listen to you run and he's gone, no, I'm fucked. Like I'm gone. Like I'm finished. But I don't even blame Partey for that. Like he has a hand in it. Where is Xhaka? You know, why is Bellerin losing the ball up there? Why is it 4v2? Like this, bro, we both kicked ball together. We know this from 10 years of age. Like my man said, shambolic, bro.
It's basic still. Like even as an Arsenal point, like if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be sitting there thinking, right, we had all of the ball and like hella chances. Ball was going into the box, but nothing was really being done with it. And I must, like, obviously for me as a Spurs fan, I'm sitting there thinking, right, we had none of the ball, but the 2 chances we had, we buried them. That's all. That's it.
No, but you know what? But the thing is, I can't say I'm surprised. You know, fans can talk about, yeah, we had possession, they didn't do anything. All I care about is the 3 points, and you know what to expect. The only thing that I think I expected that didn't happen, I didn't think you lot pressed us as much and done them sort of things there. But
Jose
everything
Jose don't do that.
Yeah, like
he lets you have it. As soon as that ball gets to the final third, then it's a press.
Exactly. But why? The thing is, why do you know that as a humble 9-to-5er like myself, as Spurs fan and as an Arsenal fan, just fans who love football, you can work that out. But man, that get paid peas, that have literally get paid the peas to the point where you have all day to really dedicate yourself or significantly to the passion. It's poor, bro. Like it's poor, fam. A lot of what we're doing is just bad habits. And for me, what frustrates me as an Arsenal fan is whether we win, lose or draw, I'm bigging up the same man. Like Saka didn't play wavy today, but he's not hiding. You know, Tierney's not hiding. Gabriel, I think Gabriel was quality. I actually think Lacazette's normally playing dead, but I think he matched the shift today. Like I can't lie. Like I think he tried hard. Apparently, I'm missing.
It's just you. Like he ain't got no one to. There's no one. No one's feeding off anyone. Like there's no one to pull strings in that midfield of yours. Like one thing I will say, when Ceballos is, I think that's time. Yeah, Ceballos when he come on, he was doing he was moving the ball a little bit more. He was going in direction. There was a bit of purpose when he was moving the ball. One thing I say, that's what you lot was missing. But even then, like he's not the guy that you would say, yeah, give him the ball and make him do things. He would give it. He has to give it to someone else. You know what I'm saying? And you lot are just missing him. Like I'm gonna shout 3 Ozil this deep car. Like you lot could have all got 20 million from man back in the January transfer there and bought someone.
If
you're looking for William to be your replacement, boy, you have to look at man's buying stuff.
I heard before this game, you play William against Spurs, he turns up and them things there. You know, listen, you can see this one can say
he ain't grown up.
He cut his hair off for no reason. I mean, this guy can say London is white. I mean, you can say that, but I have to do the fickle thing. Like, you ain't won no trophies. You ain't won the league. We took so come. I have to. I got nothing else. I have to do this thing.
It's cool, but there's no one in that side there that won the league. I think they're still playing. So I can say I'm living for the moment now.
That's I don't blame you. Like, I'm just on a sour team now.
Right now, I'm in the 1-5 watching you. Like you're from 15. I think you're like 15. That's all.
Let me ask you as a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Would you blame Jose or the players for Arteta or the players for today?
That's the play. Me personally, I think Arteta is a great manager. Like I'm looking at it, like the only thing he misses is like only thing he's never had to say is like, yeah, man's never had like the players that he probably was watching Pep deal with. You get me? So like he's watching Pep and thinking, yeah, everything Pep's installing, like it works, and it works when you like are playing well, like. But he doesn't have the players in the system to say, yo, I can do the same thing as what I was learning and looking at from all these other managers. You feel me? So now he's got his own time. It's like he's got to be looking at my man and Kroenke and saying, yo, let me get a budget. Like, what's going on, Carl?
Now, I has to blame them, but for me, bro, it's a thing where I agree with that. I agree with the, you know, because we've not been on spending peas. Some of these players have been here for time, still doing dumb shit, always talking and still doing dumb shit. But at the same time, I don't think what Arteta can be blamed for. I don't think he's patterned it up. Like, I think he's making things harder than it needs to be. I think he didn't help him. I think the players made stupid mistakes and he can't be accounted for that today. But at the same time, you know, he's not setting us up right. You know, I look at every time he's played a credible manager this season, he's lost tactically. Why am I seeing Jose Mourinho 2-0 up against a team he hasn't lost home against? Why is he making subs before you? Obviously, the Ceballos thing happened, but I mean, yeah, the Ceballos for party, but you're reactive and he's lost the tactical battle
it's true.
in all of them games.
Like that. I didn't even watch it like that because really,
you know, like
my manager, and I'm thinking my manager, make a change. But obviously, like I don't even like, yeah, but it was too late. The change for you lot should have come at about 60th minute. Should have been like, all right, cool. It's been 15 minutes now. Nothing. We ain't scored now. Let's make another change. But for me, I don't even know who you can look on the bench and say, all right, cool. Let me go and do something, man.
Fam, that's why we're at the point. Yeah, the young players might be rubby, but just jump a little Nelson in there, like just someone that like hasn't certified themselves. If someone that can't, in theory, shouldn't be as complacent as these more experienced players. Like
I don't know what Bellerin's still doing in G-Lot squad. I can't lie, but he had a good game today. But I can't lie. From what I see, Bellerin,
he was dead, man.
I don't know what he's doing. I swear, what Maitland-Niles, he injured or something?
He's on the bench, and I don't know what this J brother is saying. Are you mad? What options does he have on the bench, bro? It doesn't matter, bro. Look at what Jose had. Bro, it's his so-called quality player, bro. Is Ben Davis messed? You know what Jose is getting more of a tune out of these players for whatever reason. Communication is better.
He's not a centre back, bro. But what Jose's done is he's put him around 5 players that will shield him and just say, "Listen, cool, man's got Hoijsberg there, got Sissoko there, I got Alderweireld there, I got
Jose solving pieces to the puzzle, fam.
Yeah, even Aurier's not a defensive player. Like today, I said, yeah, he's got to play him, but Doherty's actually the better defensive player. But he knows, cool, like it's only going to be Tierney that's causing him problems. It's going to be coming and overlapping because the rest of your players they play inside. So it's
shooting ourselves in the foot, man. It's proper dead, bro. Like
for the service that Tierney gives you into the box, there was no one attacking it, and it was.
He's the only one.
This is the one time I'm thinking, right, like Spurs are defending. I'm not feeling nervous. I'm not thinking like, oh, cool. Towards the end of the game, I'm like, all right, cool. We're looking a bit shaky. He was committing a bit more, but then that should have happened in the first 15 minutes when you see Son, even from the first goal, like everyone's watching Son dribble the ball in. Everyone's 10, 15 yards around him. They're just watching him. He shot like cool. He shot like half a second. Maybe
but they're just backing off.
Anything. But everyone's just looking at him like, what's Son doing? Like, bro, like that's not his bread and butter. But if you're a professional player and you're getting in positions, you know what man can do. Like,
show him down the line. If the nearer you are to your goal, show man down the line. Well, I don't even think, you know what, Holding could have put in a foot in, but I genuinely don't blame Holding. For me, that stops with Bellerin.
Watched him, Willian watched him. Like obviously Holding, he couldn't really do anything because Regulin took him out wide. So as Holding's gone with him, he just thought, he's looked up and said, okay, you're not stepping up, I'm going to shoot. Like normally you would take another touch and end shot, but he's like, you're not stepping, I'm going to shoot. And he's giving it to him. I can't lie. They've just, for the 2 chances that we had, and we ain't done nothing else after, it's like, boy.
He's handed it on a plate to Donny, fam. He's handed it on a plate, fam. Like,
I'm taking it. That's the way I see it. But
are you thinking about league title?
No, because it's not Christmas yet. Top at Christmas, then I can think, I can start dreaming. Start dreaming top at Christmas. I can start saying, all right, cool. But the way we're playing now, with defensively, there's a shape. I can't really look at the team and say, like, we're missing something. But at the same time, Ndombele today in that side makes a difference. Lo Celso, he's not got that.
They make differences, but what did you just say there, bro? And I have to stop you. What did you say there? They make a difference, but you didn't miss them. That's what our squad should be. Of course, you should miss players for their ability, but there shouldn't be a drop off. Man shouldn't keep. That's the little things Arsenal fans do. Oh, there's no Ozil. There's no this. Aubameyang's not through the middle. These are all valid things, but man, don't talk about the coaching and because what do you know yourself? Patterns of play 9 times out of 10. That's just muscle memory, DNA thing. You're just moving mad. It's crazy. And we've got another Spurs fan coming to chat shit as well, man. Fix your connection, mate. Fix your connection, mate. Fix your connection. What would you say?
Oh, can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you, mate. You might have to get locked off, man.
Yeah, nah, man. What are you saying? I told you that was gonna happen today, bro.
There's nothing to say, mate. Just hurry up and cook your piece and cut out, man.
Yeah, nah, man. That was a proper Mourinho performance, man. Like second off, but I don't get why you lot were spamming crosses, bro. You're not gonna beat Toby.
That's what we do. You heard Arteta say, "Oh, we made 333 crosses or something in our last game." We're crossing to man that were taller than. Like it doesn't make sense. You're gonna win everything in the air. We're bugging out, man.
Yeah, no, but I think Saka, out of all your players, Saka's a decent game.
What? No Tierney.
Yeah, now Tierney was decent. Aubameyang, but Aurier done decent against Tierney today, bro.
Had him in his pocket.
Yeah, no, there was a good little battle between them.
What's going on for Pepe? What's going on for him?
He's not. You can't even agenda Pepe. He's not relevant today. He's not. He's literally not relevant, boy. But no, you're right.
Them
So
Rebo Solomon Khalid that you lot were shouting about when you bought him. I'm not even trying to hear it no more.
who?
That Pepe, that's what I call him, a Rebo Solomon Khalid.
Hey, listen, you ain't won no league titles. I have to sit here and say, back in my days, there's no league titles. We took my man and won it at your ground. Love for the super chat, Ali.
I
By the
know
way,
if
as well.
they didn't have to come on this podcast, there would have been tears right now after that final whistle.
Nah, I hold it up now. Listen, I'm a real G. Whether we win, lose, or draw, I'm out here, boy. I don't run, boy. You don't run. You don't activate. I'm active on every media.
Bro,
I'm not trying to go on Twitter, man.
Aubameyang was missing today, bro.
Bamian, you know, he's not moving like an IC3 right now, man. Them guys, them guys, they are moving fraudulent, man. Only Lacazette, Tierney, Gabriel for me, mashed work.
Yeah, nah, Gabriel's solid, bro.
Yeah,
He's solid.
Gabriel's solid. You can't agenda Gabriel. That's a 30 centre half, man. He's gonna bust out when he can speak English and realize City's the thing, but like, it's a bit long, fam. Like my man said, we're crossing in Shalar FC. Can't lie, Liam. You rate Arteta seeing this business from a fan that has nothing to do with Arsenal.
Bro, like I can't he's made you better defensively, but attacking wise, with the players you have, yeah, it's shocking, bro.
Bro, I don't know what to say, fam. Like, I don't know what Willian's on. I think Willian is poor. I think Xhaka. I don't even think Xhaka was the poorest on the field, but I don't know what Xhaka's on. Bellerin can't.
Xhaka's just bare slow, bro. He does everything bare slow, man.
That's
he gets the ball and he takes his time, bro.
That's why I'm on to Arteta, because starting Xhaka against a team that has two dynamic midfielders, you're throwing the game. Like there's El Nene there. Clearly Partey's not fit. Why are you starting Partey? Willian is just starting regardless of any performance he puts in. Like,
but I'm not like a half-injured Partey was still better than most of your midfielders, bro.
He was. Yeah. But it's like, why are you throwing him into that? So we're into here where you're subbing him before half time. Like, it's not making sense, bro. It's not making sense.
Yeah, like you're not gonna caught on the counter because he's injured, bro.
Oh, it's like we're open book, man.
Yeah, nah, bro.
Sean, come to Sean. I wish Sean.
He's depressed, bro. He ain't coming.
Sean's not trying to show his face.
Hey, guys, buzz at halftime with sleep, man.
I can't lie. It's been an L for us because AFC Everton lost.
Yeah, listen, man. To be honest, this is the best thing of my day, bro.
What you say?
But the office for you.
Yeah, bro. Terrible day at the office for me.
What? So is it out time yet?
It's not Arteta out time yet, but it's like, come sit in the room, bro, and talk about stuff. Like, I need to hear real words, not this mad media language. Like, what's going on, bro? Because you're doing mad stuff. He's not helping us. Like, I'm not seeing the blueprint. You've been here a year now, technically, like 11 months. It's mad.
Yeah, how long are you gonna give him?
Are you gonna give him games? Or are you gonna say how many transfers?
You know what? It's like, bro, it's at the point, yeah, where if it gets like Emre needs to go, but at the same time, what's gonna change? You could get Carlo and them man wouldn't come because it's not a serious club, but you could get them. You're not gonna spend the peas. You can get a young man. You're not gonna spend the peas. Like you lot have had a good window. There's no coincidence. You back someone. They've put a blueprint in. You've had a good window, and I hope you don't win the league and whatnot, but you're having a good season so far. We've done a bag of madness and we're doing madness. So it's like we're just failing to plan. Like we're moving mad.
Yeah, with us, bro, it's like against the big teams, I don't fear. Like I think we'll always get results. Against like the teams that are sitting back for bare long, bro.
Yeah, it's the Burnley.
We have to try to sneak goals in.
Oh, it's gonna be a jam.
I don't think we're beating. Speaking of Burnley, I don't think we're beating Burnley next week, fam. Like,
yeah, the pressure's on Arteta now, bro. Because obviously, I think losing against us, like obviously we're doing well, so like fans might allow him.
But 15th,
yeah,
like, you can't allow that no more.
15,
like one day Ramos
no goals. What Son? I swear, Son and Kane probably have more goals than us. Like collectively,
yeah, some got more goals than us, bro.
Like, see, this is the problem. Like, this is the problem, fam. Like, this is why Arsenal are in this position. Like, this is why I'm sitting there asking you guys to come on this, fam. Like, it's like my man said in big 2020, Granit Xhaka starting for us in the Prem. It's not good enough, fam. Like,
that's true. I saw you man was booting man off the pitch a couple of years ago. What happened?
Bro, to be fair, yeah, he was
paid to get back in the squad.
That's why he's Arteta's guy now. We can't keep saying Xhaka was bought by other managers. Arteta could have rubbed him out with that and said, you know what, you done a madness to the fans. He brought him back in, and now he's playing crap today. Like,
But when I saw no Ndombele, I was kind of like,
yeah, I was like, ooh, this could be a.
Because I don't know if Lo Celso can handle that in the middle, bro. But he done all right still, bro.
He's South American, man. He's made for these games. Like the game management is good. Like, oh man, I need to get some flavors, man. This is amazing. Like,
That's
this
what-
is.
Now, but did you actually think you're gonna get a result though?
You feel me?
Like
I didn't
honestly,
think we get a result. I'm not surprised we lost 2-0. We've been playing like a team that's going to lose 2-0. I did think that, you never know with a derby and it can go anyway. Something can happen. It wouldn't have surprised me if Arsenal won today and then lost to Burnley. But apart from that, look at how we're playing, bro. You can't say we're going to win. Like, you can't say we're beating Wolves and Leeds and Villa. So you can't beat someone that's top of the league right now. It don't make sense. Like, it doesn't
yeah.
make
Now
sense.
when that son going in, bro, like I think you lot just got deflated, bro.
I can't lie. Do you think Leno could have done better there?
No, I think it was. I think Hugo might have saved that. I think it was a better level keeper. They might have got like a fingertip to that.
Sly went on the line, boy. Sly was not on his line.
Keeper-
I
keepers
can't
a bit
blame him, but
average
Sly went
still,
on that
man.
line. Nah, he made
Yeah,
it.
no, it was a good goal, but if a better keeper might have got a fingertip to that.
Leno's beaky, but I can't even get at Leno today because he even do nothing wrong, man. It's the Bellerins. Like, Bellerin's the only guy I want to focus on because he's taking foul throws. I think I'm better than Bellerin.
Even holding
Yeah,
from
Sunday
holding.
League-ish, I can't lie, man.
As he held it up today, he tried it.
Nah, man. Bro, he just kept on backing off Son every time, bro.
Yeah, he don't want to end up on
He didn't look like he wanted to play today. Like he looked like he just came, Kai. He just had to be there. Like he was.
Yeah, he just
He
trying
didn't
to
have
get
to be there. He wouldn't have. Like
He's then pushing.
Yeah, but Bellerin was on a banter thing, man.
Bellerin just cares about his fashionista stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if he cares about his other fashions, but football isn't his number one. Like, it's clearly not his number one, or you would be improving, man. He's playing like Burner, man. Like, he needs to improve, man. He's just, bros. I don't know what to say, man.
Even Laka, bro. Like he was trying, but bro, he's not.
He's capped.
He's got the West Ham. He's a West Ham player, bro.
I can't lie, needs to. I'm keeping faith in the Bamian, but it's almost touching the new year, boy. You're not spreading no goals.
I'd cash it in. If I'm Arsenal fan, I'm cashing in, bro.
And no one's touching him. He's 31. He
Nah, but even if you're cashing on him, what striker are you getting better than him, bro?
Man, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just gonna play Football Manager, man. I'm not trying to play this thing, man. I'm not. Listen, Arsenal. I just watch Arsenal to do this deluded thing, man. I'm not trying to be emotional with this team anymore because it's all long, man. It's all long. Sack holding was solid. Bellerin's a joke, man. You see, look, cashing on the whole team. Saka better than everyone. Look, everybody's on to everyone. Like, it's not good enough from us, man. Like,
yeah, right, bro.
Saka's 19. Like,
bro,
Saka,
he's moving more than the pros, bro. The 27-year-olds in that, bro.
The rest of them
better than hiding on the pitch.
They're not on it. They're not on it. They seem, like you said, they're hiding, bro. Like,
if being picked up today, who's really gonna back each other in that team? You can say like, yeah, man's got the balls to run into a beef and say.
Bro, Bellerin, I wouldn't want to be in Shoreditch. Let's not talk about Liam, but I wouldn't want to be in a situation like what happened today with these lot because they're not riders, man. They're not riders. Like, our team are riders. I don't want to talk in the leagues watching they try and incriminate guns. I don't know what happened or what didn't happen.
Yeah, nah, but with you lot, I think, bro, that's like a 4 or 5 year job, bro.
That's a 25-year, boys. As long as it's when Stan Kroenke busts out. If Kroenke don't dip, then we're not getting nowhere as a football club, boy. It's as simple as that. Like, we're not advancing, we're not doing anything, boy. It's just a joke. But look, guys don't even want to speak in their office tomorrow, boy. If you got Ray and F, drink that. If you got Loud, build that. Like, that's what you can do, boy. You can't do nothing else, boy.
All right, cool. I'll be back. Yeah, I have to go somewhere quickly.
Yeah, go. What's up?
Yeah, it's tight. It's tight for you, man. It's tight for you, man. But
it's tight, fam. I'm gonna love you and leave you, man.
yeah, man. You get me. My battery soon die in it, so
yeah. Love for coming to you,
Arsenal fans out there, car. It's never love, but
look at him building his like, hey, what? That's looking siggish, boy. I'm gonna have to slander you. That's better singing that, boy.
You must think I'm sure.
You got dreads and you're eating pork and that. I can't have to try slander you.
There's better enjoyment in this thing. There's no pain in this suit here, fam.
Yeah, I'm pain, man. Can't lie, I'll be listening to a pot of paper when I go.
And this boy is all in this suit right now. It's peak, fam.
This is dead, fam. I don't even. Before you go, what do you make of this stat, bro? Look, I don't know if this is true for my man, but Bellerin's first half, that he's saying 79.3 pass accuracy, 15 times he lost possession, 0 tackles, 0 interceptions, 0 block, 0 clearance. There's a bag of 0 things. Like
that's what I'm saying. He's a defender, so I'm not looking at where the pass. I'm looking at the tackles, the passes. Like, what's going on, bro? He's not stopping nothing. I get you had the ball the whole time, but
he didn't do nothing.
When the time was counted on, where like, did he go missing? I don't get it, car. Son was definitely playing on the left hand side. But anyways,
Bro, it's dead. And like my man said, we need some Henny, bro. Bro, at this point, yeah, I don't blame some of you like if you lot start backing White Star and all them scumbags you see the crackheads with, bro. It's
killing my people, but it's
it's
alright.
it's 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 a joke thing, man. It's a joke thing, but yeah, man, get out of it before your thing dies, broski. Love for commentary though. Safe, my killer. And yeah, man, I told you, lot. Sadly, I got a lot of friends that I've grown up with that support other clubs. Sadly, a lot of Spurs, and they're happy. You know, I'm not gonna slander one of them, but was you always a Spurs fan? Not my man, but yeah, like it's a Mazza. What are you lot saying for the game though, man? Because this was a Mazzolini. This was dead. Like this was appalling. This was so many things. Like so many poor things. Like I don't know what this was, people. I don't know what we was trying to do. I don't know what we was about. Like we was just ramping people, like just ramping, like just moving mad. Like it was dead. Like it was. Let me know what you lot are saying, people. Love Ali for that fiver again, man. I appreciate that. C said, "This is what I expected, but you hoped for the better," and I can't blame you. See, that's it. Like for me, just a bit of performance, bro. Like bros and people, them. It's just mad. And that's the sad thing. That's the sad thing. We got packed, but it weren't even the thing. You know, and I see how we're playing. You can't tell me Maitland-Niles can't play right back or Saliba or all these things. It's dead, man. Bro, what fights, bro? What fights, bro? What fights? These are having pillow fights, man. These aren't fighting. When I'm hearing stuff like Ceballos said, not that Ceballos is to blame for today, and Louise was relevant today, but man are telling me they're drawing blood from each other's faces. I'm not seeing it. So you this is the thing, you know, we've all got them friends, or we've all grown up with them friends or them people. They're bad for their friends, or they're bad for their brothers, or they'll act up to people that they know are a bit humble. But at the same time, you're meant to show that energy with some strangers or man out the road trying to harm you. It's not there. That's what I'm getting the vibes as. You're bad for your brethren. You shouldn't be that. Shouldn't be that. It's a Mazza. And for me, Arteta mainly for today, same old in terms of, no tactics, no DNA, no way of playing evidently and things like that, clearly. For me, started Xhaka. I don't think Xhaka was the worst player on the field. He was one of them, but I don't think he's worst. He plays Xhaka. You're open in the middle, You beat United. Fair enough, United were poor and there was a pen, but fundamentally, your midfield looked good because they were dynamic. You had El Nene, you had Partey. So yeah, Xhaka played when El Nene should have played, and now it makes no sense because I thought El Nene was going to get sick. I know El Nene is working his way back from COVID and things like that, but I mean, El Nene was sectioned off from COVID, so he's lacking a bit of ring rust. But I would have thought El Nene would have played today. In reflection, you knew Partey didn't have 45 minutes in him. You knew it was touch and go. You knew it was a risk. And I understand it. The way we're playing, you've got to take risks. You've got to take gambles. You've got to try things. But we set ourselves up to fail in that regard. WSA, I respect your opinion. I can blame Bellerin for that because, yeah, man aren't in front of you. It's like with Pepe. I can blame Bellerin. Bellerin was out of position. Bellerin was losing the ball. It's the same like with Pepe. Man say, oh, he hasn't got a right back to play behind. Or for Aubameyang, he ain't got creators, so he's not going to score. I understand that they're valid, but at some point you have to look at the man, And don't want to make this the Bellerin hating show because we win, lose, or draw together. Only a couple of players can say they gave their all in that game. But again, you can't understand why Bellerin is playing. You can't. It's not making sense. It's disrespectful at this point. It's not making sense, people. It's quite appalling. Xhaka just passes it sideways, man. Partey's probably secured the bag, man. He's in London now, isn't it? I feel sorry for Partey. I feel sorry for Gabriel. I feel sorry for just about any player who tries to put a shift in, man. I feel sorry for any player, man. Tells you everything. And you hear Bellerin is a valuable voice in the dressing room. He was a big part in convincing everyone to get fines. I mean, the wage cuts and that. Then you're not playing like that. It's a madness, man. Big up all my Indian supporters, man. I can't blame you. Arteta, again, you want him to look different, but any of you that want Arteta out, I can't get at you. I can't. Allegri's been learning English for 2 years. That's probably to go United or something, He probably listen when Arsenal call the phone, but when they say, yo, you got to sell some players before you can buy, he might say, cool. And then he says, oh, what? You have to sell? I'm trying to buy a player for 50 million and you expect me to sell Mustafi for 5 and all of this? They're not going to be on this. You tell me, Diane. I don't know. I don't want to make this the Bellerin show, but for me, it's disrespectful. Like, how many times have you taken a foul throw? For years, you have evidently not improved as a professional footballer. So now you're disrespecting the fans. You're disrespecting yourself, you know. Jay, I wish I had an answer because, you know, Arteta said, when he signed his deal, Arteta must have said, I'm going to use you and you're going to be vital and all of these sort of things. Because he said that when he signed the deal, but it is what it is. Steve, don't spam. You're more than welcome. I'm not going to block Spurs fans and whatnot. You can talk your stuff. You can banter as we would with you lot, but allow the spamming because it's not, I'm not able to see messages from other people. So talk your stuff. Zanzi, I don't know, Zanzi. I don't know. I can't disagree with anything you're saying. I don't know how them man there are not starting and stuff. And it's killing it because this is it. I don't think Holding was that bad today, but he's been inconsistent. Bellerin and Willian, whether they play good, poorly or not, they're playing every week. You know, it doesn't matter. We hear Arteta as a stickler for training, and if you're training well, you're gonna play. And we've seen Mustafi, Eddie and Nketiah, even Joe Willock, you know, used to that degree. But at the same time, you know, if I'm Maitland-Niles, if I'm Saliba, who's not registered, well, he could have played today, but if I'm Saliba, Maitland, Nelson, who's not in the 18 for whatever reason, it could be injury, it doesn't really matter how hard you try. You know, Arteta's within his right to use the squad how he wants and not use certain players, but it doesn't matter how hard you train and try because you're not going to get a look in. So what is the point? It doesn't make sense. And this is what I don't like. I'd have favorites if I'm a manager. My favorites are the best performing players. Clearly, I have more sympathy for Aubameyang not scoring than someone like Lacazette. Or if Gabriel makes a mistake, I'm going to have less and more sympathy for him than Bellerin. And whether that's fair or not, you know, you have a duty to treat everybody equally. But in terms of being fair, that sort of equality is a myth. If you want to be treated fairly or better, do your performances. And I don't see the allegiances to these players. It's got to the point where, as I said, at first, I questioned why they're starting. Then I looked at the players and said, can you react? Then I looked at it and said, come on, you know, in the last couple of games, you've all heard me say, put in a performance for your manager because he's playing you and he's facing all the criticism. Go and make him look like a genius and less like an idiot. Now we've got to the point, I can't get at Willian and Bellerin and Xhaka and all of these guys because they're not the ones selecting themselves. They're not the ones selecting themselves. And now that Bellerin and Willian are playing consistently, I have to say two things. Do you genuinely believe Willian gives you more over 90 minutes than other options? You know, to which is concerning for the others and concerning for Arteta because I can't see it. And is it really that in terms of if you're playing poorly and the non-negotiables, are you going to play or not? You know, because for some man it's working. And if you think Willian is giving you a performance, then I have to be concerned with what Arteta is actually doing. You know, shake things up now. Maitland-Niles, Nelson, them man need to start. I'm pretty sure I speak for all Arsenal fans. Nobody's expecting fireworks. Them man, they are not going to come and leng it off and do all the madness and the movie thing and all of that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. But at least I want to see people play with some intention, some heart, something, you know. Hit the like button, people. Bro, Tony Adams, Ian Wright, Dennis Curry said it, Deluded Gooner said it, you know, you lot said it, I said it. If Maitland-Niles plays and he gets ripped, cool. Play Cedric Suarez. It's the same way with Willian. Willian's playing dead. Play Pepe. Pepe messed up against Leeds and is out of it. Play Nelson. It don't make no sense. Gabriel's the one gem. It's the one gem. Bro, I will take Arsene Wenger back because I love the man. You lot know me. I really wanted Wenger to stay. I'm a big Arsene Wenger fan. He's a big reason I see the game. But let's be real. I know it's always the player who's not involved with the manager that's not here. The way we're playing, I'm not going to lie, people. I don't say it in my vids, but I'm looking at you and like, hey, bro, man was kind of harsh and you come back in it when that it shouldn't be that. We all know that's a myth. Wenger, I love him, but it's a myth. Should have left after 2014. You know, whether Arteta is good or not, it's a matter because, again, he's been poor. I'm not excusing him, but he ain't been backed. And for me, it's concerning because if I'm an owner of a football club, I'm looking at the thing and I'm like, yo, the squad's not good enough. The manager's a novice. I need to pattern up, man. Who are the characters that show leadership? For me, Saka, you know, whether he plays good or not, I know he's about. Tierney, you know, Gabriel, Partey in his, you know, an injured Partey was better than them man there. Partey, you know, same old names. Leno, I couldn't have asked him for anything today. What could I ask Leno of today? I couldn't ask him for anything more today. So he did what he could in that regards, man. It was a Mazzolini, man. It was a Mazza. I don't know what these man were on. Like they were on a next thing today, but like we just have to hold our L and go again. Like there's nothing more to it, people. There's really nothing more to it. Like there's really no more to it, people. I'm gonna get out of here and do the AFC interview in a second, but let me pattern off some more questions. Bro, I'm blaming it on the system, But at the same time, and I agree, Dayon, that is facts. That is facts. The system is all the system. But at the same time, you can't absorb Aubameyang, you know, stand up to be counted, take a little shot, or do something in that regards. Do something, people. Sorry, bro. Can you give me an extra 10? Like, apologies, I'm bringing someone through in a sec, people. But let me get through more of what you lot are saying. He can't base everything on practice. Clearly, everyone can show up. That's true. You know, that's true, bro. That's true. Bro, you can't, the way we're playing, I can't predict that. You know, if you can't, it don't matter if you're playing Spurs or Aston Villa, you're getting swiped by every team. You know, you can only probably predict losses across all of those people. I would love to get bored. Boy, Arteta's got to the new year, or it's long for him. A blind man could see that was going to be the case. We do know Xhaka loves a back pass, but I'm bringing in my guy again. He was at the last show. Mike's, what you saying? He hasn't even
I'm here, brother. How you doing?
That's how hurt he is. You know, he don't even want to be here again. He don't even be here again. You don't even.
I didn't even know. What are you saying?
Bro, you know what I'm saying. Let's get into it, fam. Like, talk to me about the game, fam, because I've done enough talking. I've done it.
Right. You know what? Yeah. There's me. You know, look, Tottenham are flying at the moment. Yeah. I think even every Arsenal fan knows that Tottenham are flying. Man. I knew we weren't going to win, but what I wanted was desire, and we showed none of it. You know what I mean? We did the Friday show, I believe it was, yeah. And me and you said the exact same thing, yeah. Yo, why is it the same 2-3 man that are putting in the shift? Gabriel, and it's all the left footers, by the way.
The same, yeah.
Oh, Zep Shaka. But you see, like, for example, you see Gabriel, yeah, balling out. I don't even know how we've got him, because Barcelona are going to be in for him soon. You got, what's his name? Saka. I mean, Saka's probably our best player. And he's 18, 19 years old. For me, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous now.
Jolting.
Bellerin, bruv, you've been playing football since you were like 6 years old, and now you still don't know how to do a throw-in. Brother, if I was doing that at goals, they'll tell me to go home.
Go home, fam. And it's like spitting in our face, bro, because you're telling a mistake made more than once is a choice. I sympathize with players. I know showing improvement is 10 times harder than it actually is, isn't it? Like, sometimes man are working, but you're not seeing it. If you're doing this throwing thing, you probably did it about 3 times this season. You're making that choice. You're choosing not to learn. It's complacency. You're playing every game, whether you perform or not. It's not how a football club should be run.
But it's not. And the thing is, yeah, he's starting to piss me off so much that him tucking in his shirt is getting me angry. That's how bad that Bellerin has been playing recently.
Yeah. It's got to that point. Like, anything bugging guys, man.
Now, going back to the game, yeah, I think Partey is quite uncomfortably our best player, especially in terms of midfield. Oh, well, even when injured, he's better than most of our midfielders. But then, as soon as Partey goes off, we're pretty much the same team as last season.
We are
a worse version than Pepe and Willian. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't know if they keep playing Destiny's Child in the changing room, because everything is going to the left. It's ridiculous now, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on.
But let me ask you that quickly, yeah. This is where I have a problem, because Arteta knows we're left-hand centric. We've been left-hand centric from Emre days, before it, you know, when it even was Kolasinac them sides, yeah. This tells me 2 things. One, is Arteta just concentrating on that side because he knows the right is Robbie, or do the players deep down know the right is Robbie? Because now that I look at it, you know, we all kick ball, it's sad, but you know, you're looking and you're like, Bellerin overlapping, Willian going backwards. It's a bit.
Hey, D, guess what? Yeah, me and you both know this, and every man in this chat knows this. Yeah, you see when a certain side of the field is playing dead, the players come out and say, "Yo, don't play to the right hand side. Don't play to the left hand side." They know certain men are just not good enough. They know it. And now, you know what's making it bad? Because it's making it counterproductive to Saka and Tierney, yeah? Because they pretty much, obviously they're 2 different positions, but they're both crossers of the ball, and they're on top of each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Fact. On the other side, we've got Bellerin and what's my man's name again? Bellerin and
Willian, and yeah, it's negative. It's backwards.
It's backwards, bro. It's, for me, I just don't like the fact that we didn't show no desire, except for a 2-3 man, 4 man.
Sorry to cut you in. Another thing, so you spoke of Fridays, yeah, bro. I'm getting a flashback. What did we say? Yeah, we said whether we win, lose, or draw, there's the same 3-4 set at max 7 man typically. And I said you can't have 4 man, like you just said. We can't have 4 man. There's 11 starting players. There's 25 man squad, bro. Go on, man. I just had to.
No. You're speaking the realness, and you know what it is, yeah. It's gonna get to a point where even these 4 or 5 man, let's say they're 3-4 years in the league and nothing's changed, they're gonna be like, you know what? I want to get into a better situation.
Facts.
To get it, like I wouldn't be surprised if Gabriel's at Barcelona in a few years or a top team like that, if that makes sense.
Selling for fucking Smarties or something, man. We won't even get peas for Donny.
Gee, you know what? And I just think at this point it's getting ridiculous. I mean, Spurs on the counter attack, we know they're the best team in the league right now, and I think they conceded the first or second least amount of goals. Yeah, so they can defend and they can score
and they can hurt you.
The best of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So them going to tune up, and we were never going to get a chance. If that makes sense. Like we threw a few half chances in the box. Lacazette had a great header, but other than that, I mean, it was toothless. I mean, Aubameyang, you know what I mean? He's chasing shadows out there. I don't know what's getting Lacazette. I think we spoke about it on Friday. Remember we said Lacazette going into the 10, and that no other team would accept it. And now that's going to become the norm. It's going to become the norm.
So no, to be fair, I think Lacazette mashed work today. Like he didn't score.
He did.
Credit where due, man. Because I look at the United game and I look at this out of the season. That's why I think you've been the best. Like you tried to mash it. You've at least looked like you want to get a positive result. Like you're one of them today. I'll give you your flowers. The rest, like I'm tired of speaking about it at this point, bro. Do we stop blaming the players and blame Arteta or Arteta question? Because they're not picking themselves. It's like it gets to the point where I stop getting mad at certain players because I know what you're on. Like you know what you're on.
No, I think it's a mixture of both. I think because Arteta played for Arsenal, I think we're going to be giving him a leeway that we wouldn't give others. You know what I mean? We like if this was Unai Emery that had the same fixtures results where we won one game in the last 5 in the Premier League and we've only scored 2 goals. One of them was a penalty. That's just not good enough. No matter how you slice it and dice it, it's not good enough. Now, what I'm saying, the reason why I say that is it's a mixture of both. The players are not good enough, but at the same time, you look at players that get selected week in, week out. I'm not sure. El Neni and Partey are good in the big games we've seen against Man United. Facts. I don't understand why he didn't get a game. Bellerin is clearly
took him off 60 minutes in the week. That's why I thought, El Neni starting on thing, giving him a game. He's had the COVID scare and whatnot. Get him ticking over minutes in the tank. He'll be playing. You know, I would have went with a 3 at the back as well today. Like, I'm not saying it would have been different. It's just for me, like we said, I said Holding, Bellerin, Son in that left-hand channel. We knew everyone. It's not that I'm not a genius. It's not like you're a genius. Anyone that just watches football as much as they claim, you know what, go on. And you can't just, for me, how do you go to just a back 4 and just expect it to change? Like, you can't. You need to work on something in the training ground. You can't. Because Bellerin's playing like he's a wing-back. That's why he's caught.
I mean, look, I'm going to say right here, I think me and you are both better than Bellerin.
Yeah,
it's getting to that point where
he's got the fitness, but it's like starting thinking with Jenkinson. It's like I'm starting not to rate you as a footballer now, Carl. And it's like with Bellerin. Go on, bro.
No, I'm listening.
I was going to say with Bellerin, I don't like to be the man that speaks about next man's money or interest off the field. Like, you can have as much interest as you want as long as football is your main one. I'm not getting that football is the main thing for you, and the rest is everything else because you're not patterning in such. He's not.
And once again, Bellerin, I think me and you were Arsenal fans. Everyone in this chat, or most people in this chat are Arsenal fans. We can all see that Bellerin's okay. You can say he's not in form. Why doesn't Maitland-Niles get a game?
This is it. Where's the pressure? What about Cedric? Because you didn't bring in, because Cedric's been signed and he talks about Cedric, but there's got to be a reason you're not playing him. And what I genuinely like to know is why is, not that I'm bigging up Cedric because Cedric will get ripped as well, but why is Cedric seen as, Bellerin's the guy? What is because I also have to remember, I have to consider as a manager, if you keep starting Bellerin and Willian, in your head, you might say, what I've asked you to do, you've done it. So now I'm looking at you. What are you asking them to do that you've deemed that they've played a good game? It's not making sense to me, bro. It's not.
It's not making sense at all. I mean, Son and Kane, we all know, everyone knows they're deadly, yeah? So what makes sense? We should go to a 3 at the back or 5 in the back, however you
more man, crowd out positions.
More man. No, man. You know that they're trying to hit us on the counter. Bellerin's flying forward like he's, you know what I mean? Like he's running away from coronavirus. It doesn't make no sense, yeah?
Can't get close
My
to
thing
anyone.
is, yeah, and the reason I was going to go back to Arteta is we're looking at the people that are playing, but we also have to look at the bench. We had no
Lich,
wingers. We had
Lich.
no wingers. So I
No one
believe
that.
our only attacker.
Hmm?
Sorry?
I said there's no
Sorry,
one
you said?
in the game. There's no little like. He's not. You need ingredients on the bench. You need like you need someone who's quite fast, or you might have another target man or a different striker. You might. I thought it would have brought on, and that's another thing. My main thing is the tactics, not the tactics when we started it. It's in game. Like I've seen what's his name, Rogers. I've seen Dean Smith. I've seen Nuno. I've seen Bielsa. I'm seeing Jose Mourinho 2-0 up. He doesn't lose to Arsenal at home. He's making more subs. So why is he getting to the 70th, 80, and then you're saying, oh, you know what, Eddie? Come on, fair enough. He made the Ceballos one. The Ceballos one was default because a madness happened to party.
Mm. Yeah, no. You know what? You're spot on. That's what I'm saying. We have to have a real good look at everything that's going on, from the players to Conke and Edu and all of them, man. Because week in, week out, yeah, we're seeing the same lethargic. Shout out to what my man said. We played to Tottenham's strengths.
Same. I don't
We
even think
played
it's
to
that,
Tottenham's
bro.
strengths.
Do you know even? I don't think it's that. I think it was a thing where Spurs played to our weaknesses. They knew that, let's just sit back, remain compact. We know they're going to be there on the counter. We know we're going to frustrate them. They're going to be there. Bellerin will make mistakes. That me and you spoke about it. That left-hand channel. They knew you lot come to us. It's like getting a fishing rod and putting bait on it, and they just went shoom, and just left it there and just thought boom, and we did it. We did it, fam. We got smoked, fam. We got smoked, bro.
You got hooks, and you know what? Now, because someone said on Twitter, I like it because people will keep coming at me on Twitter. I don't know why, but you know what I mean? Because man just slags off Man United and all them, man. But you know what? Yeah, and whilst I was reading, someone said something like along the lines of Party might be out for 3 months or something like that. I'm not sure if that's true, but if he is,
on Google real quick, bro.
yeah, but I'm not sure if that's true. But if it is, then you know what I mean. It's going to be more of the same. There should be no way. Yeah, there should be no way that Arsenal are below Leeds and them, man. We're 15th in the league. Arsenal are so. And I said it on my YouTube channel as well. I also said Arsenal are so far away from the top of the league. Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, and them, man. That the next league that we win is going to be the Championship, and that's that's so embarrassing.
This is where
You
we're
know what I
going,
mean?
bro.
We can say it's only one game, but it's an accumulation of the things. Then,
Bro, you articulated that fantastic. In the grand scheme of things, it is one game. There is 20 odd games still to play. Obviously the Arsenal Spurs thing is emotional. There's pride. When you remove that, it's not the end of the world. But for me, it is, because like you said, it's another game. We're talking about the same things. Like I said to my guys before you came in, I feel sorry for them, because what I'm saying today, what you're saying today, are we talking about the Spurs game? Are we talking about the Villa game? Are we talking about the Leeds? Or is it Wolves? Like, it's the same old things. It's an idiot thing. It's silly,
I
fam.
mean, it's the same old thing, and now it's getting to a point where people home and away who are in a bad run of form are knowing that if we come to Arsenal, we can nick something here.
Lidge.
Aston Villa have lost 4 of the last 5 games. The only ones that they won is
Leeds
Arsenal.
lost back-to-back against us.
Back-to-back 4-1. Now they come get a point against Arsenal.
And say, this is where it changes now. This is where we get our season sorted in typical fashion. Like, it's so stupid, fam.
That's not what we grew up on, though. That's not what we grew up on.
That's why me and you are so big on the fight and the passion and the desire, because that's the minimum. If we don't win, cool. But at least we could sit here. Not that I want to lose to Spurs and say, FNL, man. Kane and Son, they showed their quality. That's why they're quality players and household names in the Prem. No, we handed their goals. And it's the same old thing. And these players, as you know, there's going to be, drills on Arsenal's YouTube channel. The players are going to speak about patterning and learning. They might winning the Europa League again. Burnley's going to be a mad thing, Like, are they going into the Burnley game and saying, you know what, we need to be good in the air because, they're a team that spam balls. They got Chris Wood. I don't think they're on it like that.
No, I don't think they're on it like that. It's getting to a point where I don't know where Arsenal's next points are coming from, where Arsenal's next 3 points is going to come from. We look at, because we can't even say that it's small teams, because small teams are beating us now.
We just had a small team today in Tottenham. I had to, Spurs fans. We ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing. You know, you
Nothing.
see the thing is there as well. Obviously, man don't like to single out players individually, like for blame them for the loss.
Yeah, it
'Cause
becomes
it's a
dead.
team
It's a
thing.
witch hunt and that. It's a
It's
team thing.
it's a team thing. We've seen other man on their channels do that. That's why I respect your team for not doing that. Yeah, but we need to look at Xhaka. Yeah,
Bro, I'm tired.
Xhaka is.
I'm tired, bro. I've
You see,
been down this road, fam.
bro, in football, yeah, this is not a maths exam or science. The more athletic you are, and the more gifted you are, shall I say, you're gonna make something happen. Yeah, Højbjerg and Sissoko, they're not Xavi and Iniesta, but they get around. Now, what does
Fact.
Xhaka do? He doesn't get around, and on the ball, you know what I mean? He's not that great anymore, or
He's just
great, shall I say?
walking
You know what
around,
I'm saying?
fam. He's just
He's
backwards.
just walking around.
He's
and
another team.
look,
He probably plays for Spurs. Because you don't play for Arsenal if you're going backwards all the time. You don't play for Arsenal. You play for Spurs. Jose gave you a little brown envelope.
Gee, man had expired milk in my fridge. I didn't even know. I had expired milk in my fridge 2 days ago. Yeah, man took it out. That's what Arsenal need to do with Xhaka and them, man. They're expired. They're done.
Lidge.
Get them out.
Lidge. And you know what messes up with him? He's an average player with problems, like literally bad habits. I don't mind average players when they know they're average. Like you said, you know you're not athletic, so stay back. Nobody talks like be smart. Utilize the thing up here that can be better. When you've got a bad player who makes bad decisions and he's stuck with bad habits and he's not mobile, it's poor. And it's like you said in the last one, it's down to the technical the talent ID of these players. How did we look at Xhaka and say he's got the attributes for the Prem? How is he gonna fit in here, people? Man, it doesn't make sense. It don't.
It don't. And one of the few things I want to say is going back to Arteta is I don't see how he's rewarding players for playing good, especially the youngsters.
Facts.
Especially
Or training well.
Yes, because I see the likes of Nelson and whoever. I've been rating Nelson for time. Nelson's been in form recently, and he's not even making bench. Maitland now ain't getting the game. Do you get what I'm saying? All these, like, again, going back to the talent ID, because we both said it, yeah? We need to have different types of personnel in Arsenal Football Club. I don't want to slag him off, but bringing on Nketiah and then start whipping in crosses. What do you think is going to happen?
It's not slagging him. It's basic sense, bro. He's like 5'8". He's not going to beat Toby Alderweireld in the air. We're doing it against Wolves and Spurs. Why are we crossing it like that? We're not even doing low-driven crosses for man to dart across the front post. You know, if you had Giroud on the field, cool. You know, Aubameyang might be tall, but he's not on the heading thing and he's not in confidence. You know, I'm seeing Saka jump and I'm not even getting at him or Lacazette because they're trying, but like you said, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. You know what I mean? I just feel like this Arsenal team is done. I mean, I'm sorry to break it, but it's not even breaking news. Arsenal are finished. I'm looking at the way we're playing. It's lethargic. There's no one 50-50s. We're not winning them. Aerial duels, we're not winning them. I saw it straight in. I think the first few minutes of the game. Yeah, Højbjerg and Lacazette get into it, and then Reguilon gets into it with I think Willian. Willian's going like this, like he put his hand in hot water. What are you doing, G? Give it to them back. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no passion. There's no passion in this football club. There is just none. And I don't know what's going on. I just don't know. Going back to us playing on the left, Saka is an amazing player, but at the same time, every time I think all our play comes from the left. Because as soon as Willian went there, the balls came from him. When Pepe plays on the left, I think he plays much more better than he does on the right because he's good at whipping in balls. Yeah. But I'm looking at, like I said, Arteta now. You bring on, you take off Bellerin for Nketiah, yeah? Then you move Saka to like right back, right wing back, whatever. And then he was out of the game after that. I didn't even see him do.
Just desperation. I'm just them things. There's just desperation. We're just trying to get bodies on the field. Like we're not. You know, this just tells me, you know, he didn't want to stick to his gut. You know, he was backed up for bringing Lacazette into the fray. You know, he brought Lacazette in and he played well. But you've tried Aubameyang, and you know it's not going to work in this game. You know, you've got these attackers. You speak about 90 goals, but there's no plans. I can't blame him for several things because you can't attribute when some man just threw up the ting and whatnot. But it's dead, fam. Let me ask you last question before I get out of it. Let you get out of it. How do we move forward? Where do we move from here?
I mean, it's a buyer's league. That is simple, straight. It's buyers league. So if you think we're gonna, well, not you, but if people think we're gonna magically pick up form from now to Christmas
Dreaming, innit?
or to, we're dreaming. Wake up. Do you get what I'm saying? I think it's a buyers league. I was looking during the game. I was looking at Aston Villa. Aston Villa spent pretty much the same amount of money as we did.
And they probably spent
We're
better.
talking about Aston Villa.
It's ridiculous, fam. It's ridiculous.
That's just not good enough. They needed a right back. They went out and bought him. They needed a striker. They went out and bought him. I reckon we need probably a number 10, or maybe like an 8 of an offensive midfielder. If we can't, and then Mo Smith Rowe needs to play. We need to get out of the deadwood. We've been saying it for 15 years. Well, for nearly 15 years. Get out of the deadwood. It's not even a joke anymore. We need to get these men out, and Arteta needs to. I feel like Arteta needs to change his ways. You know what I mean? Don't be too stuck.
He needs to.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Don't be too
himself.
So yeah, don't be too. I wouldn't say too stubborn, but I mean, he has these non-negotiables. Sometimes the people that are elder in the squad, like Willian and certain man or Xhaka, you have to bench them. Oneni's not the prettiest football player, yeah. But the reason why I like Oneni, he gives heart. He makes up for.
Like, you know what you're going to get with him. He's not, like you said, he's hardly anyone to write home about, but he gives heart. And, you know, for me, it's all about, I care about if you're training and playing well, you keep playing. The one iffy game El Nene has, cool, drop man and whatnot. Not that he deserved that, but it's like there's no consistency. You know, you're giving man, you're telling, there's no consistency in what he's talking about, fam. Because what you're saying about, fam, is dead, fam.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You're speaking the truth, because if it's I'm not just singing it out on any, but if it's Oneni that has a bad game, he'll get dropped. But if it's Lacazette that has a bad game, he's playing the next one. Do you know why?
Like, I think he does that because them man, they are easier to manage. It's easy to manage them. Like, no disrespect, but El Nene's come from Basel. You know, he's come from humble beginnings. Obviously everyone wants to play. I don't think El Nene is gonna go and say, "Yo, why not playing?" I think as much as I think Xhaka's shit, I think Xhaka will do that. I think other players. So he's just not trying to. He's just picking on the easy man, like dropping the man that are not gonna talk the things.
Look, I mean, if this is what's gonna happen going forward, then you know, I mean, man will start looking at golf or something like that. Man will look at a new sport to start learning, watching, because I've watched this for just too long. You know, I know we are not going to win the league. Facts. We're not even going to contend. But now we're not finishing top 10, and that is going to big way from, you know, I mean, looking for Europe and whatnot. But so I think we need to, I mean, pull the money out of their arse and get players that are actually good.
That's it.
Get players. We're not looking at like a Pepe type player that could be good. Get someone that's established. He's out there. Go get him.
Fam, just go and get players that fit your system. Go and get players that fit your thing. Like, go and get. Like, look at Jota. I'm not doing the sensationalism thing because I wasn't bred in Jota and them things, but you can see how he kind of fits in. You could see Salah, why he's going to fit into what they're trying to do with Mane. There's pieces being solved to a puzzle. Chelsea, they're not just signing, man. We're winging it. I hear we scouted Pepe and that, but did we sign Pepe because, he's going to do this and that? Did we sign Torreira because of this and that? Did we even sign nothing to do with Partey? Did we sign Partey because he's going to solve a piece to the puzzle? Or did we go, you know what, 45 million, we can do that? Like, it's an idiot thing, fam. It's... Fam,
it doesn't seem losing to Spurs is not a good feeling. I mean, my Spurs friend said, "Yeah, can we play you guys every week?"
See what I'm saying?
Can you see that?
See. And on that note, fam, let's end this, fam. I can't do this no more, fam. Like, I'm lost for words, bro. Like, I gotta let my things soak in. Like,
yeah, man, I'm gonna go drown my sorrows in a Magnum and something like that.
Trust me, I'm going to do that as well, fam. What was I gonna say? I plug your stuff before you leave.
Yeah. I'm on 3 points on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're new to this, make sure you hit DG's subscribe button. Make sure you like that. And Mike's 3P on the Twitter and that you know what I mean. But yeah, you know, if you want to see more of this, or if you want to, you know what I mean, more Arsenal stuff between me and DG, just let us know in the comments or something like that. I will try and make something happen. I mean, that's my brother.
That's it. And I mean, whether they say that or not, I'm gonna keep having you on. You know, make sure if you didn't hear that, you know, Mike's 3P, that's the Twitter. Check out the YouTube, make the subscribers go up. You know, Arsenal fans, one sort of decent thing you can find is just finding somewhere where there's decent knowledge, and he's got that. I know it's hard to find this sort of stuff when you type in Arsenal. You're undoubtedly going to see a crazy amount of stuff, but clearly he knows his thing. So make sure you're hitting the thingy buttons, the subscribe buttons. Make sure you've hit the like button of this vid, and we're off to drown our sorrows, people. We're out.
Love, my brother.
Come on.